for you so much money.
What's up there, taters? How you all doing? Welcome to my non-political channel, Just Tree 411. Before I get started, apparently there is a huge misunderstanding here. I don't know if you guys are not looking at the title of the of the video or reading the words in the description box. But this is not a in-person 1v1 debate. I have been trying to get Annalicia, aka Anal Lick Yucca, to debate me, and she runs away. I've been trying to get other people to get her to debate me one-on-one, and she won't do it because she fears me, and she should fear me. And I'm going to show you, this is a reaction video. And I'm also going to give you some background information that you did not know. I knew who Annalicia was as soon as people told me that she was on Destiny's channel the day before I arrived. I am very familiar with the pink pill community, just like I'm very familiar with the red pill community. The pink pill is just the opposite version of the red pill community. The pink pill blames men, red pills blame women. Nobody takes accountability for their own actions. It's always other people's fault. So I'm just saying, like, how did you guys, like, look at the title, right winger versus black feminist pink pill, and I got reaction in big words. I also have in the description box, a week ago, I was invited to a black panel to debate a black feminist who has a huge hatred for black men. Tonight, we will review the video and enjoy the chaos of the single mother's rage. And see, this is the thing I want y'all to understand. There's a lot of things y'all don't know that happen behind the scenes in reference to this woman. And I also want to, and I hope I have people from DGG, as well as people who were watching that stream who are on the left, because I'm going to show you a hypocrisy, okay? Before we even get started, I want you to understand that you should not allow somebody to set rules that they can break, to tell you not to break. What's going on? So you can't talk about her personally, but she can talk about you personally. She actually talked to, there's a guy who is biracial, and she talked about how he ain't this and how his name is Auntie. She called Fanatic Baldy and constantly was racist, although she's pink pill, and pink pillers are like divestors, and divestors love white men, but I'm gonna get to that because that's what she wants. She is into Destiny's community because she's trying, and I'm not gossiping, and I'm not trying to be messy. That's why the woman fears me. See, she is a divestor, and because she hates black men, because she hates her dad. Okay, let's get it. Let's get busy, baby. Let's talk about this. You cannot sit up here and let a woman who hates her father, who resents the way her father treated her white mother, and think that you're going to have somebody who's going to be speaking on good faith. What's wrong with you? And then y'all gonna try to daggone make me feel bad because I fucking threw that shit back in her face. Do you know I'm still getting thank you letters from black men? Me, a right winger, a black female right winger, is getting constantly, thank you for putting that bitch in her place. Oh my goodness, these fucking men was just letting her get away with that shit. They were just babying her. They was coddling her. Oh my God, Tree, I never liked your politics, but I was so glad when you put that bitch in her fucking place. Yes, I did. Because you guys would never allow me to say, hey, you can't use the fact that I was a cop against me. We can't use my past against me. You can't use the fact that I got blue lives. Well, I had a blue life. I changed. My blue lives matter flag is over there. But if you guys see my previous videos, it was always behind me. I moved my desk. My wonderful taters have purchased me a new desk. I love it. I love my new setup. So I have a green screen now. But before then, for 4 years, I had a Blue Lives Matter flag. So what if I came to you and said, hey, y'all can't use my Blue Lives Matter flag against me. Y'all can't use the fact that I was a police officer. You guys can't do that. So why would you say, hey, that's stupid. We have to use the fact that you was a cop to show that you have a biased opinion. And you're right. I'm not going to debunk that. I'm not even going to try to argue against that. opinions are going to be biased because I was a police officer. So why is it that you guys got, not all of you, but why is it that you guys got mad at me when I said she had a baby by a Pookie? And because she had a baby by a Pookie, she is angry at black men, therefore attacks them on the daily. And a woman is so unbearable to be with that when she tried to divest in the pink pill community by marrying a white man, he didn't even want to deal with her. So you know you are a messed up individual when not only do black men can't deal with you, but white men can't even deal with you either. But if you want to know what the underlying thing is her Trinidadian father was not faithful to her white mother. Excuse me, her white Canadian French mother. And therefore, there is a lot of animosity. Your daddy ain't shit, so you got pregnant by somebody who resembled your daddy who also ain't shit. You try to get with a white man, and he realized you ain't shit, and he left you. You don't think that's going to have a certain type of, and by the way, analikia, analikia, yuck. If you ever want to come on, you know you scared of me, girl. You know you scared of me. I never seen somebody run away from me as fast as your ass. Never. People have been trying to get to you to try to do a one-on-one, two-on-one. Even when you start talking shit about me in a Discord, I have never typed in that Discord ever in my life. Somebody told me, Danny told me that you was in there talking shit about me again. I came in there and what you do? Pew, you left. And you should fear me. Because you know I know you. You know I know who you are. And I don't play by your rules. The guys play by your rules. Destiny gonna play by your rules. I don't play by your rules. If they can use the fact that I was a cop against me, which was something in the past, they should use the fact that you hate black men because you got pregnant by a black man, left by a black man, just like your fucking ain't shit daddy left your fucking mama back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like a black man, and therefore you couldn't even make it work with a white man. You guys cannot sit up here and say that that's not relevant. Just like if a woman has been R-word, got to be careful, R-word by a man, and now she hates other men. You don't think that that's going to play an important role in her F men? We don't want men. We should we need to take out all men. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you got to use people's past not against them, wrong word. You have to use people's past to understand their mindset. And you guys are so wrong for trying to, you didn't do it. You didn't do it, by the way. You didn't do it, okay? You didn't shame me because I don't pay attention to liberals, and you want to sit up here and cuddle the enemy. And I'm saying, like I said, to this day, I'm still getting thank you emails because people are still looking at that video. So we're going to look. So now that you guys know the backstory of this and also the fact that I try to get her to debate me one-on-one, she fears me. You have to ask yourself, this is one question. I want you to ask yourself, why would she reject me? She actually tried to set up a one-on-one debate with Straighter Raid, aka Aaron. Her and Aaron, they wanted to, and by the way, I love Straighter Raid. I know y'all trying to get me to hate Straighter Raid. I like her, okay? She contacted Straighter Raid and says, let's debate and let's get Destiny to do the debate. And Straighter Raid, of course, accepted. But how come she only pursues Straighter Raid, but not your girl, Tree of Logic? Because she know I will whip their ass. She know I will. I don't play that stuff. Also, she knows I come, unlike her daggone privileged ass, I come from the hood. I don't play no daggone, I don't play kindly to my enemy. She is my enemy. And can we also talk about colorism for a second? Hold on a second. I got to wet my whistle, honey. Let's talk about colorism. Okay? I do believe with all my heart and soul that the fact that she is light-skinned and she's attractive, that men let her get away with that. Now, I do come in there humble, and I come in there a little submissive. Because I'm trying to understand if she's coming in bad faith. And when I asked her those questions, like, can you give 3 compliments of a characteristic of black men that you like, and then criticize 3 black women, then give me 3 characteristics. When she did that, I was like, this bitch is very biased, and she's never going to be good faith. So that's when the gloves, and the fact that she kept saying, you women and women like you, calling me a pick me, that's like, okay, there's no need for me to be nice to her. She's calling other people's names. She's actually trying to race shame Steven, aka Destiny. She's calling Fanatic a baldy, but nobody corrects her. Nobody corrects her until I show up. Then, oh, Tree, you can't use her past. The hell I can't. If you can use my past as being a police officer against me, then I can use the fact that she is a single baby mama by a Pookie, just like her ain't shit daddy, against her. You gotta understand there's a reason why men hate women, because of their choices, and why women hate men, because of their choices. There's also a reason why you have racism, and of course there's some nuance there, but I have yet to see a nuance for a woman to hate all men, and especially a race of men. And the vice versa with the red pill community, talking about they want a submissive wife, but all they keep doing is platforming hoes. How does that work? So she's into Destiny's community because there's a lot of white men there. And she also understands that there are some white men who find that attractive as a bombastic, that's a new word everybody's using, a bombastic woman of color, okay? A bombastic woman of color. And they get off on that. And I know, okay? I know. I had no idea a lot of those guys like being dominated until, I revealed that I used to be a film dom in the past, and I retired. And now whenever I show up, I think they call me Dommy Mommy. And I was like, what? What is, because we never used that in real DNS play. So there's that. So yeah, they do like it, but me, I have no use. I have no need. I have no desire to exploit that. She does. She's like, oh, these are a bunch of white boys who like a very angry black woman to yell at them and tell them what to do. And I bet you they got some money. They can help take care of me and my baby. So she's going to be up in there. She's still up in there. I've looked at her messages. She's still up in there talking. She's still downing black men. Y'all would never allow a white guy to do that, or a white woman. That's why I say I don't like the hypocrisy. Why is it acceptable for a biracial woman to actually down black men, talk about how black men would never amount to this, how they're responsible for the black community and blah, 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 which is not true. And then, but you will never allow a white guy to say that, or a white woman to say that. And that's what I'm saying. If you won't allow them to say that, she can't say it either. And also, one last thing, her being in Canada is very relevant. There is no Baltimore in Canada. There is no Chicago in Canada. When was the last time y'all heard about a drive-by in Canada? Her black experience is nothing compared to the black experience in America. I saw a video of this heifer saying she has never been called the N-word with the hard R. Oh, that's because you're in Canada. Sweetie, I have never known any black person, not one black person, who has never been called the N-word with the hard R here in America by a white person. So automatically that disqualifies you. You don't have the same experience that we have here in America and Canada. But what she doing is she fishing for a new white husband, honey. That's what I'm talking about. She's peak pilling Destiny's community. That's why she running away from me, because she know I know her. Wait a minute, I got some money. Hold on a second. Engage few. This reminds me of a line from the Aldous Huxley novel. The most ridiculous verse in the Bible is, "They hated me without cause." Thank you so much for that donation. I appreciate that. I can't relate to the novel. But yeah. So no, she can't. She can't. She's very angry at her situation due to her choices, and she is in Canada, and she doesn't have the same experience as her being a light black woman versus everybody else being darker. Also, one last thing too, to prove my point. Look at how the men on the panel the next day after the one I appeared on, and I think it had Gideon, Abba, Destiny, Low Tier God. Am I missing somebody? Am I missing a man? I think I'm missing a guy. Hold on. Come on, help me out, guys, in my chat. Abba, Destiny, Low Tier God, Gideon. It was somebody. Who's the fifth one? Am I missing somebody? No, Fanatic wasn't on there, was he? Yeah, ContraPoints, I think. Hold on. Actually, let's go to Destiny's channel. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. I can, he got it in the thumbnail. Hold on a second. I think it is ContraPoints. Hold on a second, let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Is this true? No way. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second. Wait a minute, this isn't it. I clicked on the wrong video. Where's the one with Low Tier God at? Did he not put that? Wait a minute, did Steven not put that on his channel? Oh, there you go. I see it. Never mind. I see it. Hold on. I want y'all to look at what I'm looking at. Hold on a second. Okay, this is the video. Here we go. Oh, this daggone racist ass. I want to put myself in everybody's situation. So, Low Tier God. Oh, Pixie. Who's this over here? So we had, hold on, I don't think she showed up here. Hold on a second. Let's go to his, oh, come on. There's no timestamps in this one.
Could vote.
Envy is almost like it can be fixed in the community. And I feel like...
you're right. ContraPoints. That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. Whoever said ContraPoints was telling the truth. Okay, there you go. The white guy up here, that was ContraPoints. No, it was ContraPoints. No, that was the other guy. Okay. I see him in there now. Okay, so anyway. So and many of the emails from black men, they said that, you know, they can tell that men are giving her a pass because of her skin tone and because of her attractiveness. But once she opened her mouth, man, she's ugly as hell to me. But then again, I don't have a eggplant, so I'm not the blood in my brain doesn't go down there as soon as I see the boobas. But They was like, even low-tier God was trying to hit up on her. And he's right. And these guys are telling the truth. They're like, it's like, you guys say you don't like these bad women, but that's who you pick. And what I tell women, don't pay attention to what guys say. Look at what they do. So let's get into the video, okay? So I want you to understand, so we all understand what we're looking at, right? We understand how this has happened. Also, yeah, they're very thirsty, Reverend. They're very thirsty. I didn't know Annalicia was attractive until the second talk. Here is a talk. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. Let me see if I can find this video. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. Fuck.
So in today's
Where is it? Oh no. Okay, here we go. Look at this. So I want you to see what happens when another no-nonsense black woman puts up with this woman. She understands the fight. Strong black women from poverty in America. This is her kryptonite. Watch this.
Being the man then.
I'm actually talking to a woman right now. I'm not referring to these men in a negative way. So why would I be a man because I'm smacking down a woman who don't know how to, you don't know how to be feminine. You don't know anything about submission. And I'm not saying you have to submit, because some of these men, they're not getting submission because they don't know how to get that from a woman. When they learn, then they will get that. You understand? Even from a strong woman like yourself. A man who knows how to take control, he don't have to get permission from a woman for her to be submitted, to be submissive to him. He just is. He is the man. He.
Listen, guys.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Did I? Hold on a second. Hold on. I think. Here we go.
Let me finish talking.
You're playing with me. I'm not the one to be played with, sweetie. We're gonna have a conversation. Let's have a real conversation. No one is perfect. So by you admitting that you're not perfect, is you don't even have to say that to anyone.
No, I don't have to say. I say what I want to say. I said that.
Yes, you can.
Let me. Can I talk?
I'm interrupting you like you were doing these men the whole time.
Wow!
So you
see what I'm saying? Hold on. That's what I'm talking about. She gets away with this with men. She gets to. This is what I'm talking about. I'm glad. I saw this. I said, there you go. That's the thing. She knows how to pick the men that she can basically interrupt, down talk, call them names, actually try to clown them on a DL. But when a strong black woman from the hood, you know what I'm saying? We may not be there now, but that part of us don't ever go away. We will check that heifer. We will check her. So this is what I'm talking about. It's like, if you look at the way I handled her versus how every man handled her. Now, hold on. I got to defend the men. Hold on. I got to defend the men. Okay. I am not saying by any stretch of the imagination, I am not saying that the men should have came at her the way I did, because I understand optics. I understand if a man came hard at her the way I did, he would have been vilified because she's the woman and he's the big man. And also, Stephen is constantly talking about stop the misogyny. So misogyny is not the issue. Also, if he really wants to stop misogyny, he needs to stop bringing people like that heifer on. Hey, Tree, emailed you back. Starting my channel, lesson X is 2023. Please help her understand what biracial is. She said she was to Satan's. Starting, please help her understand. Help who? Annalicia? You understand? Annalicia is scared of me. Annalicia runs away from me. What am I going to teach her? The woman is literally running from me. literally running from me. She will come to Straighter Aid and say, yo, let's have a debate. But when I come up to her and say, hey, let's have a debate, crickets and owls, she like, I don't want to debate her. I don't want to do none of that stuff to her. I don't want to do. And then she just basically starts to talk about me. Because she she can get away with that with men. And you guys are in a way handicapped. And that's why I eventually switched into male energy. She can't understand up to someone like you who knows. You cannot, hold on. Do y'all not understand the words, you can't help her if she doesn't want help? Do y'all understand that? I do believe, no. I think the red pill saying, and trust me, I'm not pro red pill here at all. What they say, you can't save her because she don't want to be saved. Press 1 in the chat if you heard that. You can't save her because she don't want to be saved. Okay. So if someone doesn't want to be saved, you can't save them. If somebody doesn't want to be helped, you can't help them. Like, somebody can actually be on drugs and they can actually be a crackhead and they love crack. They like to sell their bodies to get money for crack. They like to steal. They're never going to stop getting crack. You guys are like, maybe we should send a drug counselor to talk that person out of smoking crack. Why would you waste your time? This is what I'm saying. Women, I'm going to talk about both genders. Do you know what the problem with men? You always want to save women instead of saving yourself. You want to know what's wrong with women? Women always want to fix men instead of fixing themselves. Why don't y'all mind your own business, okay? And stop trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. Clearly, I have already told you over and over again, the woman runs away from me. The woman is scared of me. The woman, I made her damn near cry. She is definitely afraid of me. And you're like, you need to teach her about how? She's not going to listen to me because I'm her enemy. Now I see how women daggone get one over on you guys. You guys just don't pay attention to the obvious signals. How come you guys don't see the red flag? This is not a special power I have. I can see it. But the boobies? First of all, she ain't got no boobies, okay? She ain't got no boobies. All she got is a face, but Lord, she's so ugly. I mean, in her personality. Anyway, let's get to the video. So I'm going to get to the part where she, let me close this one out. Let me get to the part where this is before I come in. So this is 10 minutes before I come in. Listen to this dialogue. We're going to go over this together. And I'm going to teach you guys a lot of what's going on here. All right, because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff you guys have not realized. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I just want you to engage in these conversations in a charitable manner when people are not necessarily being completely uncharitable to you. That's all.
You think that Aaron has been charitable to me? Or are you out of your mind?
She just
I think
disagrees.
it's the problem is that, like, in the West. Hold on, wait, real quick. Here's the two perspectives, just real quick, because we don't have to fight over this. Okay, the problem is that in the West, okay, some of us are like have a hyper liberal view of the world, and I don't know why Aaron is a communist, but he's taking a very liberal view here. We tend to view people as like individuals. Okay, you have the freedom, the autonomy to choose your own things, your own destiny, your own love, your own marriages, or whatever. That's the perspective she's coming from. When people stand in opposition to that, it can feel like it's coming from a place of animosity, like, oh, like I'm not allowed to have a relationship without somebody or with somebody that's not like the same race as me. Like that sounds kind of racist. Sounds kind of white supremacist, black supremacist. That's the perspective that Aaron is bringing, which I understand and empathize with. The perspective that Anna is bringing is that, like, okay, sure, on an individual level, not every black person that has a relationship with a white woman is a race traitor. But when we see this happening with the black community in a way that it's not happening with any other communities, and then you see all these negative knock-on effects on the black community, maybe there's an issue that's worth talking about here. That's what Anna's saying on a collective or group level.
It is, but she's not interested in exploring those issues or the solution. She just wants to demonize black men.
There is an issue.
Also, one thing I did not like is how Steven just let her go over. He would not mute her, but guess who he muted? Me. Boom, headshot. Spoiler alert. all the time. And by the way, I take it as a compliment, guys. I got muted twice. Once when me and Fanatic went at it, and the second time I got muted is when I made the heifer cry. You know why I was muted and she was allowed to talk over people, to interrupt people, to talk about their physical appearance? Because I come in there with the most alpha energy, even if I'm dialing it down. You'll see it in the beginning. I'm dialing it down, but then I just let it out. I just let the tiger out. You know what I'm saying? And he understands that if I get combative, it's a wrap, baby. She ain't nothing compared to me. And so I'm not mad. I take it as a compliment that like, oh, wow, nobody got muted till I showed up and you mute me. Well, you mute me with Fanatic, but you never put this heifer on mute, not once. You never tell her that like, hey, stop interrupting. And you know why? Destiny don't want to be the bad guy. But none of these men in here want to be the bad guy when they argue with a woman, That is what I want you to understand the dynamic. Women know when they are in the advantage. You understand this, guys? You understand this? They know when they are in the advantage. They know that you can't go popping off the mouth at them because they're going to call you sexist, misogynistic, and if they're black, they're going to add racism into it. This is why I love being a right winger. You can't play that daggone victim card with me. I never, and that's the reason why I get away with a lot of stuff because I don't play by the leftist rules. Oh, Tree, you can't call it the hell I can. I can call it anything I want to. Y'all do that with me? Y'all call me all kind of name, race traitor, you know what I'm saying, pig sympathizer, apologist, police apologist, you know, and once a pig, always a pig. Y'all do that with me, and I ain't crying. I ain't telling nobody to off themselves. I'm like, hey, dude, because I can get dirty with you. But no, women want to sit up here and they want to get the advantage by reclaiming their womanhood and then want to throw all the isms because you are a man. Okay, let's get back into this.
Again, it's been talked about in the black community. And I understand that it hasn't been talked about in the white community.
Also, she was not raised in the black community. I want y'all to understand that too. So there's another thing. This woman is not qualified to talk about black experience. We never. Do you understand? I had some black guy, a liberal, and I gotta say liberal because I want you to understand that when I talk about my black experience, it's poo-pooed because it's not the same as somebody else's black experience. I talked about, and you guys have heard me say this all the time, that one of the most hurtful things I have ever experienced, one of them, several, but one of the top 3 hurtful things that have ever happened to me in the black community was not being able to learn how to play the violin. Sorry, excuse me. I get starting speech therapy soon. The violin. And somebody was like, I don't believe that bullshit story. Everybody know that the violin ain't no white instrument. And I can already tell that this person don't know nothing about the black experience. Okay? Because how many times you seen a marching band with a daggone violin? How many times you have seen a actual black band with a violin? Okay, the black people do not take to the violin because they do consider it a white man's instrument. It's a boring. Now, it started to get hip. The violin started to get hip when I think 2 black men, They came on the two black men came on a show. It was hold on. Do y'all remember the 2 black men? What was the name of that show? Well, no. Yes, violins are very expensive, but the city of Washington had paid for this. Hold on a second. Let me get these. I forgot the star. Was it Star Search? Maybe not. Hold on a second. 2 black male violinists. Oh, here we go. I found them. Hold on a second. When I love these brothers right here. Hold on a second. Hold on. These men right here. I'm not gonna play the song because it is copywritten, but I'm gonna give you guys the link. Right here. Black violin. When it wasn't until they came out, and this was 10 years ago. So we're talking about in 2012. So good. I'll give you guys the link to this. When they started to do the violin, everybody like, oh, black people can play the violin. And you started seeing black women, black men playing the violin. But see, my experience is not relevant because I'm a right-winger. So so I said, you know what? If you told people like when you was growing up that a white student slapped you and called you the N-word, automatically people will embrace your story. So why is it that when I tell my truth, my lived experience, it's actually shunned because I'm a right-winger? So you understand, I have to deal with this type of hypocrisy all the time. So I'm not going to, that's why I said when I came in there against Annalisa, let me give you guys they're really good. They're really good. This video is 10 years old. Hold on a second. Let me get here you go. Here's the link. It's real. I have their CD. Okay. One plays a viola and the other one plays a violin. And so I can't tell you how many times I am poo-pooed and shunned and just hand waved away because I'm a right winger. But if I was a liberal, everybody would be like, dang, girl, for real, I can't believe they did that to you with the violin and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I would get a lot of credibility, and I would actually have more understanding. But I am not, I'm not changing. I'm just showing you that I'm not going to play against the rules, because I'm not going to sit up here and let you guys set the rules that are always used against me. That's why I said I was not going to let her set those rules of you can't talk about her past when y'all talk about my past all the time. And I don't have no problem with it.
But I understand that in the black community, these issues have been, we've discussed them, we've critically analyzed.
There's no we, by the way.
Them historically, and everything's been documented. There's even data. Like, so this is not like there's a problem. It's a problem.
Well, okay, yeah, but to be fair, hold on, just real quick. It's not like just real quick. The black community doesn't agree on what they should do. It's not
true.
You can't present it as like, oh, we've decided that like.
No.
Okay.
No. We don't have a universal. We don't have any universal what's the word? Solutions. Yeah, I agree. But when it comes to interracially dating historically, it's always sort of been black men, and whereas black women have always sort of been race loyal. They've always sort of been.
And then real quick, just a quick question. What is that Supreme Court case you brought up? Was that Loving versus Virginia?
No, that happened way later.
Loving versus Virginia was able to happen because of Pace v. Alabama, because of, there was another one, it was in 19...
Okay, I believe you. Okay, gotcha.
Hold on.
See, another thing I don't like, can we talk about this? Oh, somebody made a donation. Hold on a second. TJ, hold on. I know this is off topic, but to interject on black violin players, my best friend D Sharp is a phenomenal, talented violinist. You should check him out. Thank you for the link, TJ. I would definitely check him out. I love violin YouTubers as well as black artists who use the violin. Can I say something here? And I just want to get you guys. I'm looking at the chat here. Why is it acceptable to talk about how blacks and whites were not allowed to marry in the past, when not only is that very acceptable now, but there's no laws against that now? Like, how is that relevant? Every time I ask someone, they start deflecting about, well, remember Jim Crow, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that. if we are allowed to interracially date now, why does that case have to be brought up? I don't understand the relevancy here. And I'm sincerely asking this because I always like, what did that have to do with anything? It's not relevant. Okay. Anybody else? I was in DGG doing this debate. It made 0 sense and everyone was clowning on her. Oh, okay. All right. Marry who you love. She's technically making the case for everyone to segregate. But she likes more. Listen, you guys got to understand the hypocrisy. She's a pink pillar. She wants white men. Do you understand this? Do you understand this? You can't sit up here and say, I'm only going to, that makes you biased. I have never said, after black men, I'm never going to not date black men. Black men are not right wingers for the most part. I think we can count on one hand all the black male right wingers in the United States, right? So the chances of me finding a black man who is going to be a right winger and we're compatible on a lot of things, it's going to be very rare. For every black male right winger or even conservative, there's going to be like 100 whites. So I never, and you guys know that about me. I have never ever said F black men, to hell with black men, get yourself a white man. I've never said that ever. So you can't sit up here and prefer only white men because your last relationship with a white man didn't work and he filed divorce against you, and that's very telling. But you're going to sit up here and down black men? Y'all don't think that's relevant? Like, real talk. If she only prefers white men, why was she allowed to take a dump on black men? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Just things that make you go, how is that? How can she do that? Huh? So, how is that happening, baby? Like, how do you do that? Yeah, well, yes, she does have daddy issues, but I don't think the daddy issues is the issue here. You cannot prefer white men and dump on black men. And excuse me. You cannot say, I'm never going to deal with black men. I'm only going to want white men. And then you dog out black men. You can't do that for content. Yeah. I agree with what Q2 says for content. But see, I think that's the reason why she's afraid of me. Well, one of the many reasons, let's be honest, is because I come back with that background knowledge here. I'm like, you're not gonna know. You don't like black men. You don't like black men. You can't sit up here and dog them out like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's continue.
It was Perez v. Sharp in 1948. You had there was another one just before.
I
don't want to hear all this stuff.
I wanted to know.
This is what we. Thank you, Tree. Where do you side on this?
Oh, hold on. Here I come.
They were overturned.
Here
so
I come.
Again, there is precedence. There is something to be said, and there is an issue.
Oh boy.
All I wanted to know.
This is what we. Thank you, Tree. Where do you side on this? Have you listened to this?
No, I just came into the Discord and I just got messages from everybody. And by the way, guys, I'm not really active on Discord like I used to be. I'm doing my best to log in every day. There's some days I like that entire day, the day before this happened, I wasn't on Discord at all. And Steven was in my DMs like, hey, I need you to come on my show. I need you to come on my show. And I come and I log on to Discord the next day. You know, that was the day I was supposed to go against BX Bullet. And I saw the DMs. I was like, whoa, what's going on? And then I tuned into his show, and that's when I came on. I'm so behind, so.
Okay, Tree, just as a quick, just a general question.
I will say this.
Yeah.
I did get the link to your channel about a young lady named Annalisa.
No.
Anna Alicia. Anna,
sorry, I apologize.
One word.
I mean no disrespect.
No, I'm not. It's. I've lived with this my whole life. I'm just saying. I'm Anna Alicia.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Did you hear that jab? She's so automatically. I'm like, okay, that was the first jab. But I'm not gonna pop off. I'm gonna still come submissive. She's like, Anna Alicia. It's not one word. And I didn't even say one word. I mispronounced her name. I didn't add the name. Now I would continue to disrespect her name. Okay, ain't no lick your cuh. But I'm not. But at that time, I was like, hey, I meant no disrespect. Blah blah blah. This that, and the other. And so, cause she took a jab at me, she's like, it's not one word. Annalicia, and I heard what you said yesterday, and oh boy, was I impressed with the Fanatic, because he ran away from a debate from me, but he handled that really well. But that I digress. What's the point today? What's the objection?
We were just curious, as another strong black woman in the community, we're just curious what your perspective was on these things.
Oh God, I cannot believe I'm going to say this, because I have some issues with him, but I do agree with Fanatic, although he ran away from a debate from me like a bitch, but I'll hold that for another time. Is that you cannot hold just solely black men responsible. And let me tell you why. Who makes the babies? Who decide who enter into our womb?
And here's the abortion.
No, you have to let her finish.
Yeah. Here we go. Soon as she hears that argument that basically just crushes her entire narrative, she don't want to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. And ladies, I told you, unless a man R-word you have 100% responsibility of who you open your legs to. Nobody. You can't sit up here and say, I was drunk. Oh, he charmed me. No, you can't use those excuses, except if you are an adolescent. Then that means that was a pedo and a foul coming after you. That's different. But if you're a grown ass woman, you can't sit up here and say, he threw that game on me. I didn't, he charmed me. No, you can't use that. You can't use that excuse.
You have to you have to let her finish. You have to let her finish. She just joined. Let her speak. Go ahead.
Okay. I am the goddess. I control what's in between my legs, and the only way a man can get in unless I give it to him or he takes it, i.e. rape. Therefore, when I voluntarily open my legs to a dumbass bitch, N-word, whatever you want to say, right?
Bitch nigga.
I should basically take that consequence, all right? So therefore, if I hold myself at a certain level, I would only realize that only privileged men at a certain caliber, men at a certain level, men who I'm equally yoked, will be able to lay with me, because I just don't give it to anybody. But anyway, women have to take responsibility that if we are going to create a strong community, we have to start with children, and we have to start by selecting good fathers. I'm finished.
Okay. Also, I want to say this, and then she's going to go on a whole rant and not even address any of my points. I still stand by that 100%. I've never complained about men in my past. And I want you to understand, I want you to take this is not shaming any woman. Please understand it. I'm not coming from that point of view. We all had different circumstances in our lives to where some of us are prepared to deal with certain type of men versus others. Because I was growing up, I was constantly surrounded by bad people, men and women, but particularly men, okay, because I was a little girl. So I had to learn how to read people's body language. I had to look at their eyes. I had to look at what they were looking at when they were talking to me. I had to just read their facial expressions. This is something that a lot of young black kids of both genders learn how to do to avoid being victims to encounter these predators and villains. I want you to think about the women that you know on YouTube who has never, ever complained about a past boyfriend? Just think about it. There's lots of us, by the way. There's a lot of us. I mean, think about the women who like, oh, men ain't this and men ain't that, and I can never get no man and this, that, and the other. And oh my God, just think about it. Look at the women who complain about the men that they chose versus women who have never complained about the men we chose, because we know how to vet men. We know how to choose the right man. Do you think Kim Kardashian, and I hate this woman, by the way, but do you think Kim Kardashian is out on the internet complaining about the men she's chose? No. But guess who is complaining? Kanye. Look at that dynamic. I know this is gonna mess up your brain, but you just listen to me. Just listen to me, okay? Where's my chat at? Chat. Listen to me. Kim Kardashian, we understand what type of woman she is. And I'm going to say she's a succubus, okay? So a succubus ain't gonna never complain about a man because she has mastered men. She understands the weakness of men, but she also understands their strength. She has a PhD in men, their mind, their body, their soul, their sexual urges, everything. She knows men, okay? Therefore, you will never, ever, 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 ever hear her complain about men. You hear her sister Chloe complain about men, but you don't hear Kim complain about men. But look who's complaining about his wife. Or what was the bald-headed one? Kanye has complained about a lot of women. He has complained about, oh God, what is that? What is that? The bald-headed, light-skinned sister with the blonde hair. What was the name of her? She did the slut walk. Amber Rose. Holy smokes! All that. Kanye constantly complained about Amber Rose. Did Amber Rose complain about Kanye? Nope. So you got to understand, there are certain women who knows how to pick them, and they pick the men that they make sure that they're not going to be victims by. But then you got certain men who pick women that will turn them into victims, and vice versa. You have certain women who will pick men that will turn them into victims. You understand this? So that's what I want y'all to understand. There is a difference between the two.
Okay, so thank you for that, goddess. And and here comes the abortion argument, because it's true, we are having the babies.
By the way, I never made an abortion argument.
We are the womb holders, so that sort of leans into, okay, well now you can justify a Cynthia G. Do you? And I think it's
Cynthia G wants to abort all black babies, all black male babies. Sorry. Cynthia G want to blackmail all black. She wants to abort all black male babies. But let's look at Cynthia G. Who here don't know the background about Cynthia G and why she hates black men? Cause this is why I said you gotta use these women's background to understand their hatred for black men. You gotta understand it. You gotta understand this. Why y'all don't? Yeah, she supports Cynthia G because she got jaded by a Pookie just like a... Oh my God. Okay, all right. Cynthia G, when she came on YouTube, she was all about pro-black and, she called white people white cavemen, cave beasts, I think. That's what she said. She was anti-white. Hugely anti-white. There's another black male YouTuber named by Rob. Rob has, you ready for this? How many kids do Rob have? Oh my God, I'm still counting. Excuse me. He had this many kids prior to meeting Cynthia. Listen to accountability. Cynthia met another YouTuber by the name of Rob who had 5 daggone kids already prior to daggone opening her legs to him. She flies from Washington State. I think it was Washington State. Okay. I haven't gotten to hers yet. Letitia, don't spoil the story. Yeah, stop spoiling the story in the chat. She flies from Washington State all the way to North Kakalaki where Rob stays. Do you understand this? She goes to where he is and she has raw sex with Rob. Excuse me, I need to talk about the being accountable. You have a man who has some very strong sperm cells and you know he got 5 other babies and you decide to have raw sex with him. She gets pregnant. She relocates from where I think it was Washington State, to go to North Carolina. Rob now has 6 kids now. He has 6. And the black community, because I was there to witness it, the black community attacked him. I saw it. I seen it. Rob turned on his live stream and the chat, both black men and black women, came at him. Now you're probably asking yourself, why did they come at him and not Cynthia G? That's a good question. That's a good question, right? That's a good question, because here's the deal. You know what I'm saying? People was like, oh, they did a fundraiser for Cynthia G, got her some baby clothes and this, that, and the other, but they clowned Rob. Not Cynthia G, except for her haters. Her haters, people who hated Cynthia G, came after Cynthia G. Cynthia G became a single mother because of her choices. So although Annalicia got pregnant by a Pookie and became a single mother, Cynthia got pregnant by Ray Ray and became a single mother. So do you understand why they both basically are actually aligned as well as ideologically, okay? They are still on the same page because they made the same choices. They put them in the same situation, and they both hate black men because of the choices they made. You understand this? That's why. And now, here we go again. And now, ready for this? Here is the conclusion to the Cynthia G story. Now, Cynthia G loves her some white men. Boom, headshot. Yeah. Now she's all about that white meat. She's all about the white pipe. She wants that plumbing from the white man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, okay? But what I'm saying is, you can sit up here and you have a bad experience based upon your choices with another black man. Now you have painted all black men that way, and now you think you're going to be better off with a white man. Let me tell you something, ladies and men. This go to both of you, but mainly to the ladies. You can never run away from yourself. If you do not take care of the issues within inside yourself, your partner is going to mirror that back to you, and the relationship is never going to work. I don't care if you get a black man, white man, Asian man, Puerto Rican, Latino, Hispanic. I don't care what you get. You can get a man from Mars. Until you take care of your issues, your baggage within yourself, you'll never, ever, ever, ever find a man that is going to be harmonious with you. And that relationship, all relationships have some challenges, but if you are not ready to be upfront and honest about your issues, you will never have a successful relationship. That's facts, okay? There you go, Laura. Like attracts like. That's why I don't know why people, just real quick, because I got to drop this. I don't know why people are thinking that Shaylin is the innocent one. Honey, I would not be surprised if Shaylin was hold on, how we say, a P word like Mr. Max, okay? All right, yes, I'm married. And yes, he's white. And now I don't hate black men. You'll never see me here dogging black men and telling black men, oh, black men ain't this and black men ain't. I've never said that. As a matter of fact, I have lots of black men in my audience, and I tell them all the time, stop falling for these tricks that women put on you. And I tell them the trick, but you know what? I have no power over their ding-a-ling. They can listen to me all they want to. I can give them all the secrets, but when the ding-a-ling go pew, everything I talk to them about just go out the window. They go booba, but the booba, but the booba, but with the booba. See, that's what I'm saying. So I just, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I can't do nothing. All right. Well, Nigerian, you have not been in my chats, Nigerian. You're not even in my political chats. I'm not very active on this chat. So why would you? Okay, hold on a second.
Interesting, especially for black women. I think it's interesting that on the one hand, we say 70% of black households are ran and led by women, or that they are fatherless, or that they're unwed mothers. But then we can also say, choose better, women. It's all about who you're choosing.
Yeah. Yeah. How did that change? How do you spitting out those facts change my argument?
A probability of 70% of black men are just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Is the pool to choose from? Is that how great is the pool that black women have to choose from? If we're thinking about probability and number.
And black women, and this goes to black men and black women. Listen to me. Don't listen to this ratchet ass roach queen. There are a lot of good black men out there. There are a lot of good black women out there. Okay? Excuse me. If you have the mentality that, oh, well, I'm just going to have to get somebody out of the jail system, then that's it. You are what you think, dude. You know, or do this. You are what you think. I mean, if you want to look at the good black men, look at the ones who I talk to. Look at the ones who I associate with. I don't associate with no Pookie or Ray Ray. Never have, never will. So what? They're not good black men? Same thing with good black women. Ain't no ratchet roach queen going to come to me because I end up cussing her out, hurting her feelings. She's going to daggone leave anyway. We don't get along. So when you sit up here and say that, oh, all black men are Pookies and Ray Rays and all black women are Shaniquas and Laquandas, then that's your belief. And therefore, as a man speaketh and as a man thinketh, so is he. You will live that reality. So that's what I want y'all to understand. There are out there, and it's not hard to attract them either. So there's this whole thing of her saying that the reason why, I want you to understand what this mush mouth is talking about. She's saying that the reason why there's 70% of single mothers in the household is because there are no good black men to be good fathers for. Here's my thing. That still does not escape the woman still choosing bad men to father their children. That's still on them. Because if you can't find an adequate man to father your children, how about don't have any, okay? Boom, headshot. Have you ever thought about that? And if you don't want to go outside your race, hold on, I'm not looking at my chat. Let me look at my chat. If you're not going outside your race to go look for another man that it has the same characteristics or who would make a good father. Because if you want a child so bad, you should love that child to bring that child in the best conditions ever. And that's by keeping your legs closed to men who don't make good fathers. But there are a lot of men out there who will make good fathers. And then if you're like, well, I don't like him, or, oh, he's too nerdy. Well, then you don't want a good father for your child. Because if you're really about having a good father that's going to be a good role model for your son or daughter, so they don't have issues, then you have to put yourself last. Because isn't that what you're supposed to do as a mother? You're supposed to put your child first and then yourself second. Isn't that how it's supposed to work? So I don't understand this mentality of the reason why women are 70%, black women are 70% of single households in the black community is because they don't have no good choice of men. That's not true. That's not true at all.
And I also think that for women or anybody to come up here and say, hey, well, you laid with him, you are completely negating and dismissing the fact that it doesn't matter if the baby is born or not. A man has a responsibility.
If she never opened her legs up to the man in the first place, there would never be a goddamn baby. Okay, that's what I want you to understand. If she looks at a guy, Cynthia G is, let me tell you something, hold on. And I got lots of black women in my daggone chat. Ladies, listen to me, ladies. Listen to me. If you were pursued by a man, it don't matter race, and he was like, yeah, I got 5 kids. You know, I work 2 jobs, and sometimes I work a part-time job. I got 2 full-time jobs. I work a part-time jobs because I'm a good dad to my kids. You know what I'm saying? Would you be like, oh boy, I can't wait to get some of that eggplant. Oh my God, this is gonna be good. Or would you be like, oh hell no, you'll be like, you'll lock down your vajayjay like a damn jail. Clink, clink. You'll lock your vajayjay down. Destiny counts as a woman of color. Thank you. See, look at the women. Exactly. Red flag, dude. Hold on. 2 kids has always been my red flag because I allow anybody to have a oops. That's me. I've always allowed anybody to have a oops. But you coming to me with 5 kids? No, absolutely not.
Community to himself and to his child to take care of the child. I don't get the minute that you say, I'm a goddess, I'm a queen, and I don't lay.
But I am, and I'm better than you, Annalicia. See, you are a whore, and I don't care if the liberals don't like me saying that. You are. You know what I'm saying? You do not Hold on, let me take that back. No, let me take that back. You're not a whore. You're not a whore. Hold on. Let me not do that. Because I already saw where that argument was going to go. And I would stand by it. You was a hoe. You was a hoe. You may not be a hoe now, but you was a hoe in the past, okay? You was a hoe, okay? And I'll stand by that. Man, you not a hoe now, but you was a hoe in the past. Okay, and if you're going to be a hoe, do your thing, girl. I ain't going to shame you, but I'm saying you should have had some responsibilities and either be on the pill or insist that the Pookie wear a condom.
With these Pookies and Ray Rays. Well, then that's why Pookies and Ray Rays can continue to exist, because you don't hold their feet to the fire and you don't tell them, I don't give a if you're Pookie.
Wait. No. Annalicia does not have 5 kids. A lot of you are coming late to the conversation. Annalicia has 1 child, not 5 kids.
I have a hold on.
Ray Ray,
you're stacking.
Go get a job, Ray Ray. Go get a degree, Ray Ray.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I need.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I need to respond to because you're stacking. Now, first, my first question is, who is Pookie and Ray Ray?
So that was a good question. I was like, who's effing? In other words, who's having sex with Pookie and Ray Ray? She never addresses this, by the way. Because you have to, in order for you to sit up here and say it's Pookie and Ray Ray's fault, the reason why they don't take care of their kids, then I have to say, well, who's the ones having babies by Pookie and Ray Ray? That, and she knows she can't debunk that. She can't argue against that. She understands that right there just destroys all her narrative. So when I ask her, watch how she try to play around with this. Watch this. She never addresses it and she never answers it.
Again. No, Abba, the fact that you're laughing, Aaron.
It's a crazy sentence. It's a crazy sentence.
Abba, no, I'm done with you, Abba. But here's the thing.
I thought I was one of the good ones. Oh, my bad.
Well, here's the problem. Black women are f***ing Pookie and Ray Ray, and Pookie and Ray Ray are f***ing black women. Why the fuck is it? Okay. Why the hell is it only a woman?
Why are you yelling?
Because I'm tired of this.
I'm not the one you're mad at. Wait.
Okay, hold on. Let's bring it all down.
I'm not the one you're mad at.
Okay.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at your talking points. You are taking any responsibility and accountability away from men. How is that possible? How in a system?
I am not.
No. Hold on. How the does he get to shirk his responsibility and his accountability because he's a piece of shit? How?
Okay.
What are you demanding of society if that is what you think? And
she's
let
so
me know
angry.
when I can talk. Let me know when I'm. Believe me, sweetie, I'm the one who does a lot of yelling and cursing, and I get really fired up. But if I'm the man in this relationship, this discussion right now, there's something wrong.
And let me explain what I meant by that, and I stand by that too. People like, oh, Tree, you calling yourself a man? Yeah, I did come in with male energy. If I am calm, this is why when we were talking about Rashad. Richie acting all effeminate, like interrupting, doing snide remarks, throwing in insults. He's acting like an effeminate male, right? And I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to go off the men I have seen in my life, including my dad. Men don't argue with women like they're women. Did that make sense to you guys? Do you know what I'm saying? So men are more reserved. They're very, very patient. And they will let the woman say 5 million words while he only says 1,000. So I do come in there with male energy. That's not the norm for me. It is now. I told you guys I've calmed down a lot. But back then, I would be the one getting emotional. I would be the one yelling constantly. Now, I'll yell and then bring myself back down because you're yelling over me. But I would constantly be like, blah, 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 blah. The way she's behaving, that's how I used to do. I used to behave that way. And that is the feminine way. That is the feminine way of when you are emotional, you're unhinged, you're unreasonable. That is the way to basically try to get your point across, is to yell, because, men have deeper voices. And I don't want to get into the whole thing with the hearing and that, when a woman voice get at a certain pitch, men don't listen to her anymore because he don't really hear. All he hears is like a chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I am coming in with male energy on purpose. But in the end, I come in there with some feminine bitch energy.
I'm cool, and I'm actually talking to you at a very respectful tone.
Yeah,
even if you say something, hold on,
I'm fucking tired of this.
And I'm not interrupting you, either, because you know why I'm not interrupting you? Well, if you're immature and you're unhinged and you don't have any talking points,
yes,
you do these techniques well.
Okay, go on. Go on.
You're not an angry
no,
black
I didn't say angry black woman
right now.
I didn't
No,
say angry.
she is an angry black woman. I wish I wish I would have said that. Like, no, you are angry. Clearly, you're angry. Because people who are happy don't talk like you.
Angry black woman.
Yes, right.
Okay,
I didn't say angry black woman.
To be clear, Tree of Logic is an angry black woman truth. So
I
you guys
used
are on the
to
same
be.
level. Okay, go ahead.
Those are facts.
Thank you.
I used to be.
And Stephen has experienced that. So, but my thing is, I'm trying to come in here with an understanding here, and I still didn't get if you got really angry when I asked you a question that still hasn't been answered. Who's Pookie and Ray Ray? That is a sincere question. Even though Abba laughed and everybody else laughed, I'm not laughing because I do want to answer to that question. Who's Pookie and Ray Ray? Please answer that question.
Okay, so let's define Pookie and Ray Ray. You define it for me. Who's Pookie and Ray Ray in the black community?
You tell me it doesn't matter who they are.
No, I just want to know. You said these black women are.
This is deflection.
So I want to know.
This is deflection.
And I said deflection instead of deflection. See, I gotta go to speech therapy. I kept saying deflection instead of deflection, but she kept deflecting. By the way, not deflection.
No. What I'm asking for to build the framework is I want the archetype. I want to know who is Pookie and Ray Ray, so that
whatever you want it to be.
No, it's not.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Hold on. Let me find the middle ground. I think what Annalie's trying to say is like Pookie and Ray Ray are not these like all-time ghetto dudes. Pookie and Ray Ray can look like a lot of different men.
Pookie and Ray Ray is Kevin Samuels. Pookie and Ray Ray.
Exactly. I got
Abba. I wish Abba never gave her that. Y'all understand? She didn't start saying, "How is Kevin Samuels a Pookie and Ray Ray?" You understand that the only reason she said that was because Alba said, well, Pookie Ray Ray could be a person going, no. A Pookie and a Ray Ray. I think Pookie is a crackhead who comes from New Jack City. Pookie was always robbing, was always getting in trouble, going in and out of jail. And even when he got out of jail, he worked as an undercover for a snitch for the police to get inside of the drug thing for Neo, and he ended up getting back on drugs. He always fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's a Pookie. And Ray Ray comes from, I think, cause it's Ray Ray is South Central, I think. Anyway, these are not your Pookie and the Ray Ray types are not your upstanding men. You understand? They're not upstanding men. So, but it doesn't matter. Since she brought up Pookie and Ray Ray, I wanted her to give me the definition of Pookie and Ray Ray. Because it doesn't matter the definition. My arguments doesn't change.
I got you.
Ray Ray is Huffies. Pookie and Ray Ray is, you think that, like, if black men they think that they can put their knee pads on for white society and tap dance, and they're not Pookie and Ray Ray. No, you can still be a turncoat in a suit.
True. I'm just to clear, I'm not Pookie and Ray Ray. Tree. Okay. So what do you respond to that?
Okay, so you want to say that Pookie and Ray Ray is a Kevin Sam? It doesn't matter how you label Pookie and Ray Ray. My argument is still going to be the same.
No, your argument then I'm not answering your question because it's reductive.
What?
No. She's not answering my question because she knows I will but slam dunk it. Understand? She's not addressing any of my questions because it gives her, she has to take accountability for her actions.
You interrupting me when I'm just in the middle of making my point.
I'm not answering your question. If we can't define who Pookie and Ray Ray is, if you're going to be intellectually dishonest,
did you not agree that Pookie and Ray Ray is Kevin Samuels? Do you disagree with that?
Yes, you're right. But so it went over your head.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Stop. Can we identify who is Pookie and Ray Ray, just so we all know? So I don't know why we're arguing about this for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
just
really.
Define it.
Tree, go ahead. Because I think the Pookie Ray Ray in the hood is generally just meant for people who are ghetto.
Hold on. My position is I don't care who you name Pookie and Ray Ray. I want you guys to give me the definition because guess what? My answer is still going to be the same. So give me Pookie and Ray Ray. I want her to give it, and she's deflecting by putting it on me, and I'm saying it doesn't match. Hold on. Let me finish because she mentioned Pookie and Ray Ray first.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so let me answer the question. Okay, so Pookie and Ray Ray now, you're saying that it doesn't matter who we define Pookie and Ray Ray as because it's going to be that you're going to say the same shit. Oh, shocker. So let's define Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray are also going to school. They're also getting educated. Pookie and Ray Ray are also coming from good socioeconomic standings.
So you understand, all black men are Pookie and Ray Ray. All black men, and you guys didn't even peep what she was doing. You understand this? She was saying the black men who actually have good fathers in the home and actually get an education, don't have any children out of wedlock, and actually get married, they're Pookies and Ray Rays, as well as the drug dealers, as well as the gangbangers, as well as the guys who have 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, as well as the guy who's a CEO of a major engineering firm or a law firm. Every black man is Pookie and Ray Ray, and I don't understand how y'all let her get away with that.
Things or backgrounds or households. The idea.
Hold on, I'm gonna rewind it. I want you to listen to how she's describing Pookie and Ray Ray, and this is not true.
They are also going to school. They're also getting educated. Find Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray are also going to school. They're also getting educated. Pookie and Ray Ray are also coming from good socioeconomic standings or backgrounds or households. The idea is that Pookie and Ray Ray, and I'm gonna say it to you like this. If really and truly the problem was black women and who they're choosing, then why is it that white women, Asian women, and Hispanic women of all social classes, of all economic backgrounds, get the same black man? They get Pookie. He could be an athlete, he could be a lawyer, he could be a doctor.
And you understand that's not true. Is Clarence Thomas a Pookie? I do believe his wife is white. Now, by the way, I can't remember all my interracial dating. Is Kanye West a Pookie? He may be a little mentally disturbed, but is he a Pookie? I'm like, but understand this. We can turn this around about how many black women had failed relationships with white men. My favorite L to a black woman who purposely sought out a white man and ended up paying that white man child support is none other than Halle Berry. Halle Berry said, you know what? I'm done with you black men. I'm going to get myself a white man. He going to be a white model. I'm going to have his baby. And then all of a sudden, she there going has the baby. And then they break up because she crazy. And she's there and she has to pay him child support and alimony. So I'm trying to feel like, dude, it's not about the race. It's not about the gender. It's all about your mindset. It's all about what you think of yourself. Like attracts like. I'll never walk away from that. Like attracts like. Like attracts like. Okay? Like attracts like.
But why do they end up single mothers? Why do they get the same black man? Why do they get...
And this is projection too, because her father was not really a good dad. You know what I'm saying? So he will come in and out, in and out, in and out. And she has resentment towards her father, i.e. having resentment for black men.
And Ray Ray, if this problem is exclusive to black women and their decision making, as poor as you guys want to think that it is, when in reality, black men can go to Ling Ling, Maria, and Becky, and she's going to be
just chill a little bit. Jesus Christ.
She said Pookie and Ray Ray, she can say Ling Ling, so carry on.
Yeah.
Just...
See, so you're generalizing. Are you generalizing all, or are you generalizing a percentage of black men? I need to know the percentage. Which percentage of these black men are doing what you just described?
What is it? 70%?
Yeah, 70%.
70%. Okay.
Right.
70. Okay.
So we're talking about interracial dating.
Okay. So getting back to, thank you for answering my question about who's Pookie and Ray Ray. It's still on the woman to decide who she can. She still had. Hold on. Let me. Can you not be triggered and let me finish?
She triggered like hell.
I can't not be triggered.
Sister, hold on. Sister,
I can't not be triggered. Boom, and this bitch want to sit up here and lecture us. I'm the one who has to go to a speech therapist. And this woman tell me something. I can't not be triggered. Here, let's listen to that again. I can't not be triggered.
Can you not be triggered and let me finish? Okay.
I can't not be triggered.
I can't not be triggered. And by the way, she's the one with a better education. She's the one with a better education than me, right? You understand it? I can't not be triggered. Oh, Lord, okay.
Hold on, sister. You mean to tell me you mean a guy? Hold on.
Let her finish.
I reject the fact that you are downing black women to say that we're so unhinged, goddamn sexually over-sexualized savages. We will fuck anybody that got a goddamn dick. We will goddamn. First of all, the first thing we would do is we would vet men. I don't know if you're a goddamn. Maybe you just.
How do you vet men? How do you vet them?
You talk to them. You spend time with them.
Right. Okay. What else? Go on.
That's it.
That's it. You talk to them. You ask the right questions, and you
think that 70% of black men are not marrying these women and not in their children's lives because these women they're all the result of one night stands. You think that these black women didn't talk to them?
Nobody said that. Nobody said anything about one night. So this is what she said. She moves the goalposts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hill I'll die on. I have yet every woman I know of, when they vet men, there's no way he can spring one up on you. And I have videos about this on this particular channel. I said, if you think you're messing with a red pill man, you know how you can tell if you're messing with a red pill man? I said, if he doesn't tell you that already, ask him about marriage. And some women are like, well, what if he lie? And then say, you're never going to have sex with him until you are engaged. He will try to stay in there for a couple of weeks, but when them panties are not dropping to your ankles, he's out of there. That is the number one thing of determining if you are afraid of getting with one of these pump and dump red pill men, then don't have sex with him. Keep your legs closed, especially for those of us who are in tradition. Those of us who are traditional, we deal with traditional relationships, okay, where the man is in control. But if he's not even in control of his own desires, and I'm only speaking as a right winger, we're only speaking as a conservative, traditional marriage here. We're not talking about the liberals have every right to do what they want to do. They can have sex immediately when they meet. That's fine. I'm talking about women who are looking for marriage. If you are looking for marriage in a monogamous situation, you're going to have to keep your legs closed because men can't take it. They're not going to stay in there during the courtship. And also you start asking a lot of questions. You get to know about his medical background. You get to know about his parents. You get to know about his fears. You get to know about his credit score. You get to know about everything. And that takes time, spending time with someone. But what happens is that a lot of women, especially like Annalisa, you get all caught up in the guy and then y'all knocking boots raw. At least use a condom. At least get on the pill. At least use an IUD to prevent pregnancy. Or if you, let's say for instance, it was a heat of the moment and you just had raw sex out of a huge wave of passion, then go get the Plan B pill. But there's no excuse to have an unplanned pregnancy in this day and time. When you could have immediately just realized that this man is not worth you. He's not worth this. That's what you got to do.
I did not say one night stand.
Right? Can we say that? So can we say that method of vetting is not really sound?
Vetting does work. Vetting does work. Vetting does work.
Can I ask a question?
Vetting does work.
Let's let these two figure it out. Go ahead.
You just want the
Hold on. Vetting does work. Hold on. Let me. Yes.
So I wonder because I feel like Anna's saying the same thing.
And I hate this white woman. This is I didn't even know anything about her. And after a while, I was nice to her this time. After listening to her, and she has to interject. This is one of these white women like, hold on, let me basically translate to you two black people because you don't understand what you're saying. And since I speak jive, I'm able to express what you're expressing to the other person. That's what this is. This is a racist woman.
In like a different way. I feel like Anna's saying that she wants to like wake up, black women to like look at their lives and like want more for themselves. And I think that you are also doing that. So
what she's doing is so my message is black women.
No, I'm not doing that. It's wrong.
Hold on.
No, what I'm saying.
I'm talking to Lav.
Go ahead.
So Lav, I'm saying black women need to raise their expectations, raise their standards, raise their self-esteem and sense of self-worth. And what these women are, and these women and these black men, what do you think they're saying, Lav?
They're saying that the standards are too high. I've seen all the Kevin Samuels of the world and whatever.
Okay, so here's the problem, Lav. Here's the problem. So when you have two cultural ideologies and social ideologies that are so diametrically opposed, and one is so remedial that they simply cannot understand that they are reinforcing the idea that women should continue to be with these alleged Pookies and Ray Rays. How, like on a scale of 1 to fucking radio, how remedial do you have to be?
Hold on, let me explain something in reference to the two dynamics here. You have men in the red pill community that says that women's standards are too high. And you have women in the feminist community, the pink pill community, that's saying that men are not up to any kind of standards, okay? They're both right. Not all. You have a lot of losers who are part of the red pill community that live with their mom, constantly think women are nothing but something that's to sexually gratify them. They don't want to achieve. They don't want to start their own business. They don't want to get out there and hustle. They just want to they want women to say you because I'm a man, you're supposed to be submissive. Dare. And now get on your knees and take care of my little wang down there. And that's how they think. Women also, now that's me shitting on black men, not black men, but just men in general in the red pill community. Women in the feminist community, they're like, you know what? I could be 500 pounds, you know what I'm saying? I can have all the babies. You're going to do all the work and you're going to take care of us. You're going to feed us. I'm just not going to do anything because, you know, I'm just going to, I say I'm going to clean the house, but I'm not going to really clean the house. I'm going to just be like, you know, I ain't got time. I'm got to be on my Instagram. I got to be on my Facebook and my Twitter. I'm going to do all. So you don't even really bring anything to the table. And sometimes you could have a ready-made family and you want him to basically do to your situation what Shaq dad did to his situation with his mom. But, you know, there's not a lot of Shaq's stepdad. You're not going to find a lot of men like that. So they're both right. But what happens is that one don't want to accept accountability and the other and they want to put it on the other one. And the same thing with the red pill community. So it's like they both have points. Okay. Men are not trying to be their best. Men are not trying to be the best that they can be. And women have these high standards, but you're not even up to the par to sit up here and say, hey, I can demand these things because I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. And your education means nothing. I keep saying this over and over again. One thing about the women, especially the feminist community, they keep bragging about how many degrees they have, how many degrees I'm telling you, and I'm going to say it over and over again, men do not care about your damn degrees. Men are not impressed about your degrees. They really are. If you can cook, if you can keep the house clean, all right. And you are actually, and this sounds crazy, but if you can have sex at least twice a week, you're adorable. And I know that sounds crazy, just only twice a week. But listen, I'm just being like, you know, things can happen. You know what I'm saying? All right. But I'm just saying, if you could do that, they're going to be happy. They're going to be happy.
Whoa. We're not going to call nobody retarded in here.
Whoa, she said remedial.
Hi, Master Chef Mike.
But Tree, I think you said the same thing, like, you will not lay with me unless, like, you appreciate me, unless you're going to be, like, the right man. And I think that's also what Anderson.
I don't know what you get that appreciate from. I don't know.
Don't forget Lav.
So now I don't like this Lav person. Because I'm like, okay, oh my God, guys. Did you see how quick I was able to read her? Oh my God, I just did it. I just did the very thing I said I'm really good at. When I came in there, I was very charitable to Lav because I didn't know who she was. I didn't know anything about her. But once she came in and started talking, I read her just like that. And now I'm no longer nice to her because now I know who I'm dealing with. So now you guys got to see how I read people. I can read people quickly and go, you ain't shit. You ain't nothing. I can read people that quickly. So you see how my demeanor just changed? Did you see? In the beginning, I was like, yeah, you could go ahead and talk. And then now I know who I'm dealing with. I'm no longer charitable to her. I'm no longer nice to her.
Forget Lav. Black women.
I'll never say nothing about appreciate you.
Black women want too much out of men. Black women, they need to settle for the average black man making $40,000 a year who's gonna root you into
when it's my turn again.
I think we should.
Okay, look, I just want to interject real quick. I think there's a bit of a mischaracterization. When people are saying people need to lower their standards, they're not saying go for people who are morally reprehensible. They're not saying go for people who have no values who are going to instantaneously leave you. What they're saying is that a lot of these women are asking for things financially and in terms of looks that is probably outside of their market value. That's what they're essentially saying. Now you can agree. Hold on. Let me finish. So you can agree or disagree with that, but it doesn't mean that just because people are saying these things that they don't want you to be with half decent men. When they're saying raise your standards, they're not talking. When they say lower some of these expectations, which are unreasonable, they're not talking about it on a character level. They're talking about it on levels that things that don't necessarily matter nearly as much, i.e., extremely filthy rich or being the most handsome person. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, you're right. A large segment. Hold on, I want to respond to Abba. Oh, you're right, Abba. A large segment of black women are looking for millionaires and basketball players. It's a problem. It's pervasive. I agree. But here's the problem that I have. Because on the one hand, what black men have been asking for historically is that or basically the rest of the world is that it's okay for other groups of women to be hypergamous because that is what they practice. That is how it's been from the beginning. Black women have never been in a position to practice hypergamy. You know why?
What?
You know why?
Tell us.
No, I'm sorry. This is not rhetorical.
I must have zoned out on this part. Black women are not in the position to be hypergamous.
If anybody knows why, Black women have historically have never had the privilege and have not been allowed to. And if they ever engaged in it, they are disparaged and disrespected and told that they want too much. Can somebody tell me why?
My guess,
it was because they were lowest on the totem pole in like attractiveness.
Yeah, my guess is going to be hypergamous women are going after high value men, and high value men aren't going after Black women. Is probably the answer, right?
Okay. I did not know this was being discussed. I would have just basically just slammed this. Okay. Black women have to meet the standards of being hypergamous if they're at that level. Hold on, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Y'all think a Rihanna can't be hypergamous? Let's say if a Rihanna was not Rihanna, right? Let's just say if a Rihanna is not Rihanna. Let's say she's just a regular old woman who worked at McDonald's. You think she couldn't be a hypergamous? I'm just saying, like, you have to, if you're going to be hypergamous, and we're all hypergamous at a certain level, okay? Absolutely. Every man I have been in a relationship has made more money than me. What the hell? Is that not hypergamous? Why? I have never in my life, ever, maybe in college, one time, dealt with a man that wasn't making more than me. And the reason I said that one time, because we both wasn't working. We were both college students. I don't know any woman, especially the Black ones, who never dealt with a man who had more than them. That's hypergamy. What is she talking about? Tree, I noticed she said Black women don't have control of their community, and when she said back when she came back after disconnecting, she said the exact. She does a lot of flip flopping. Nobody really calls her out on it. Really, this is so true. Good point, Sun Dormant.
Yes. Right. Oh, so but I'm saying even historically, Historically, Black women have never been in a position. So the idea that Black women are asking for too much, when historically speaking, Black women have never been in a position to ask for too much. Black women have always been the ones, they've always been the men. They've been the men. What do you mean? In the Black community, Black women are.
Yeah, because they choose men that basically will not stick around to be the fathers or the husbands. It's their fault. I'm just like, when I say who's at fault, it's going to be 70-30. 70% on the women, 30% on the men. When it comes to, because unless he takes it, you voluntarily open your legs up to a dumb man, and you didn't vet him. You didn't think about his past or any of what's going on. Like I said, if a man, let's see. Let's use we're not going to use Pookie, Robert anymore. Let's say if a guy is in his 30s and he is still living with his mom, and you ask him, okay, why are you still living with your mom? And you're like, because I can't afford to pay all my games if I had my own apartment. I'm going to say that again. You ask this guy, why are you still living with your mom? I can't afford to pay for all of my games if I have my own apartment. Let me just see if you are all good at understanding what that meant. What is that a good man for you to open your legs up to? Okay, never mind. T just answered it. T said red flag. There you go. You know why? Because this guy has his financial priorities wrong. He's putting his financial priorities in buying brand new games. So that means if you two get an apartment together, instead of him coming up with his portion of the rent or his portion of the electric bill, he's going to be like, no, I had to buy this brand new game. I had to buy this brand new Sega game. I had to buy this, and therefore not taking, and also it tells me that since the games are his number one priority, he's going to spend way most of his time playing them instead of doing something constructive like working, or unless he's a streamer, unless playing games is his occupation. Other than that, I don't see the purpose, but that's a red flag letting me know, nah, because all men should want their independence. Women, not necessarily. Although I got the hell out of my dad's house at the age of 18. I had to. When I went to college in the South. But what I'm saying is, it's acceptable for a woman to stay in, unmarried woman to stay with the parents, but not the male. He's able to grow and able to learn more life lessons and responsibilities when he's out from under his parents' home. So there's that. Okay.
White men in the black community historically. What are you talking about? What do you mean that they want their access too much?
I used to hear that black men are the white people of black people.
No, yeah, black men are the white women. They're victims, and black women are white men. Black women, we put the community on our back. Absolutely.
Love to be a
I would like to
make more money. We go to school. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Tree, go ahead.
Okay. I would like to say what I have to say without being interrupted, because like I said, what I'm just speaking is just pure facts. Okay. All right. So all my life, I've never complained about a man, and I never complained about black men.
Never.
Because I understand in order to...
Whoa, let her finish.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
She asked not to be interrupted.
Because I understand.
Holy shit.
I understand.
Yeah, she mad. She mad because she feels my energy. She's mad because she know I'm not going to put up with the bullshit like everybody else is. And by the way, guys, I'm still trying to be nice. I'm still coming in there with that masculine energy. Like, I'm just going to come up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be quiet. Every now and then I'll pop off and say, shut the F up. You know what I'm saying? I still do that. But it's like, she doesn't respect me until I start going ghetto on her. And that's what I said. That's the only way these type of people understand defeat. That's the only way they understand you're not playing with them. You got to go gutter on them. They don't understand that. They don't understand being polite. They don't understand being reasonable. They don't understand being nice. They look at that as weakness. But when you come in there hard, they understand that. And they fucking goddamn will heal. They will fucking submit or run away as she did.
I understand that they said there's an old saying, the nation cannot hide, a community cannot rise no higher than its woman, right? And so when I give birth to a son and a daughter, I know I am raising a future community, a future nation. So it is important for me to make sure that my son turns out to be an asset to society. It's also important for me to make sure that I raise my daughter to be a respectable woman, to basically value her essence, which is between her legs, her body, and to not fall for the sexualization that's around.
Oh my God, true.
One last thing, though. Hold on, one last thing. And so I got to go back to the Pookies and Ray Rays. And the reason why I never complain, and I've been on the internet for many years. You can't find one video where I'm complaining about an ex, because I have been taught by my dad how to choose good men, because I watched my father interact, and he's married twice with my mom, my biological mom, and then he took custody of me at the age of 11. So watching him and also having him telling me, I've learned to transfer that into my life, and then that's when I realized, okay, it is me, because if I bring forth life, I'm responsible for the what happens with that child and how it grow up. I don't disagree with putting blame on men, but it's not more on men. And get ready, this is my last sentence, and I know you're going to get real angry when I say this, but since I bring forth life, since I choose what penis come inside of me and procreate with, majority of it is my responsibility.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. One last thing. I don't want you guys
to think that just because you didn't have, if you never had a dad, because I don't ever want you guys to think that if just because my father taught me how to look at men, because my father ain't shit, okay? My father was a womanizer. My father was, y'all know about my dad. But I want you to understand, you can look, even if you did not have a dad around, you can look at how the men that your mother chose. Because I actually talked with a woman. She said, I did not have the same situations that you had, Tree. I learned how to not pick good men. I learned how to pick good men based upon the ain't shit men that my mom always picked. She will always pick these losers, and I would tell her, like, Mom, stop doing this. This guy is this and this guy is that. And I will always see these guys before she would even realize that they were going to use her. They're going to like steal from her. So she learned how to pick good men based upon the many mistakes of her mom. That is what you call high intelligence. You understand? You have a high IQ. You have a very good intelligence. When you can tell the difference between patterns. Okay? When you can say, oh, when this type of man has this, he ain't gonna be shit. Oh, but when a man has this, he's going to be acceptable. Same thing with women. Men, if you could stop thinking with your ding-a-ling for a change, you'd be like, I notice when women do this, Instagram, you know what I'm saying, booty shots, always, let's get drunk. I notice they end up being this. But when a woman is blank, you have your own patterns. You have to look at your own patterns, and holy shit, there's so many patterns you guys to look at, from other people's mistakes to what's actually on the internet itself, from Instagram to Twitter to Facebook to YouTube to Twitch. There's so many different people that you can actually just sit up here and go, hi, I noticed when these particular women or these particular men, or when it's this type of characteristics, this end up being the situation that it turns out to be. So you don't necessarily have to have your dad teach you these things. You could just learn it from your environment. Just be open to look around to your surroundings. That's what I wanted to say.
That's fine, Goddess. So again, I love it. I love it when we relegate conversations to personal anecdotal experience, and this is the life that I live. That's dynamite. But again, 70%, right? So if we know that 70% of these men are not in there telling their young daughters, their black daughters, what to do.
Why can't the mother be the one? Why? If the mother didn't open her damn legs to a Pookie and Ray Ray, we wouldn't be having the 70%. Once again, she keeps removing the woman and always talking about the guy. And I said 70-30, 30% of his fault, 30% of his fault, 70% is her fault. But a lot of women are lonely, and they're like, I'd rather have a child by myself than not to have any child at all. And those are facts. A lot of women don't even feel like they complete if they don't have a child. So they did just as a platonic companionship.
How to vet, what type of men they should be with. Do you not think that it is unrealistic to expect them to know how to fucking vet if they don't have your experience? Do you think that your experience is the rule or the exception to it?
That's actually a good question. Yeah.
If women are the matriarchy of the black community, which is true,
women are the matriarchy, right? Because of a failed patriarchy. Women are only a matriarchy.
It doesn't matter. Is what I said was a lie? Was I said a lie?
No, that matters.
Are black women the matriarchy or not? Are black women the matriarchy or not?
Okay,
black women are the matriarchy. So once again, she doesn't want to own that black women are the matriarchy. That oh my God, if she want to say that 70% of the black community is head by single black mothers, why is this up for discussion? I don't need to know why they are the matriarchy. The fucking facts is they are the black community is the matriarchy. But she knows where I'm going with this. You understand? She knows where I'm going with this. She instead of her agreeing, yes, black women are the matriarchy. Let's talk about why they are the matriarchy. Let's talk about why are they the matriarchy? Gives a fuck why. I want to show you if black women are the matriarchy, then guess what? They run shit. You can't blame it on the men. And that's what she knew I was about to go with this. Matriarchy or not?
No, I'm not going to answer
yes
your
or no? Yes or no?
I'm not going to answer your
question. Yeah, because you know I'm about to fucking slam your ass, right?
No,
the thing about it is black women are the matriarchy of the... black community, yes or no? And you goddamn being unhinged is not going to take away that goddamn fact. Black women are the matriarch. No, whoever's asking this question, shut the fuck up. This is between me and this chick here, okay? Hold on. Black women are the matriarchy. Black women are the matriarchy of the black community. So since they are the matriarchy of the black community, they're in charge. So the answer to your question is, how come people are not learning? Because black women like your bitch ass self is not teaching them. You too busy. It's the black man's fault. It's the black man's fault.
Okay, chill. Hold on, let's chill. Wait. Everybody chill. Wait. Hold on, real quick.
And the thing about it is that I'm talking, and this bitch knows I'm fucking destroying her fucking talking points. They know I'm destroying her arguments, and she wants to fucking why are they matriarchy? Why are they matriarchy? It doesn't fucking matter. They are. When someone is the matriarchy, you can't blame it on the goddamn man. Do you guys understand that? That's the reason why she was fucking goddamn trying to yell over me and trying to stop me from arguing. Because when a community is a matriarchy, you can never blame men. You understand that? Just like if something is a patriarchy, you can't blame women. I'll even go a little deeper. Y'all want me to go real deeper? Let's go deeper. If you have a black ethno state, you can't blame white men. If you have a white ethno state, you can't blame black people. You see what I'm saying? You cannot blame that which is the minority. You just can't do that. So if the women run shit, how is it the man's fault? You can't do that. That's not how that works. And she know I was getting her with that. That's why she kept like, why? And just get real unhinged, won't let me talk.
It's a good conversation that can happen here if we allow it, okay? Anna.
No, I'm done with her. Steven.
Wait.
Yeah, when she knows I'm tearing her up. I'm done with her. I'm done with you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. She does that poo-poo. Oh, I swear to God. Hey, Annalisa, I know you watching this, girl. I swear, girl, one day, if you ever in that chat by yourself with Steven, or even if you with some people, I'm going to come for you, honey. He's going to eventually have to kick me off or have to shut me down again by muting me because I whip your ass so bad. That's how you learn. That's how you learn. You only learn when somebody is rough with you. And you understand that everybody on this panel, except for my black ass, is nice and gentle with you. They're going to let you get away with your fuckery. They're going to let you get away with your name calling. They're going to let you get away with you yelling and being unhinged and interrupting them. But me, somebody who actually had that language in the past, I will come for you with the same weapons you're using with other people, but I will destroy you with those weapons.
Wait, chill. Treat. You guys are. Stop, listen. Anna, wait, real quick. Anna, wait, hold on, real quick. Anna, Tree doesn't disagree with you, okay? Tree's.
I don't give a fuck about her.
Okay.
I'm asking you, why is there a matriarchy in the black community?
You don't give a fuck about black women.
She doesn't want black women.
Yeah, like Tree.
Hold on. And she doesn't care about black women. And I said this before. If you will not hold people accountable for what they do and what they say, you don't love that person. It's like children. I love my god kids. I love them so much. I'm not going to let them get away with fuckery. I'm just not. When they do bad, I let them know what they did bad, and I explain to them. And I do it in a very stern voice. Imagine me seeing a child play around the stove. And I not go, hey, get away from that stove. Instead, I'm like, let them do. And if I sit up there and let that child play around with that stove, they turn the stove on and get burned. You know what? I actually am responsible because I should have told that child, hey, if you do this, you're going to get hurt. Don't do that. But if they end up doing it anyway, then guess what? I'm off free and clear. Excuse me, I'm not going to still let them do it. If I see them do it, let me put that in example differently. If I see a child playing with the stove and I take that child and I snatch the child away from like, hey, don't do that. So it's hot. It's going to burn you. And you're going to have to go to this hospital. And they're going to give you shots. And you're not going to like that experience. And it's also going to give you a disfigurement on your skin. You know, so you don't want that scar.
So don't ever play with that stove. You hear me? You understand me? That stove is dangerous. And therefore, they don't play with the stove. And I care about that child because I care about that child's safety. So I want better for that child. So therefore, I will tell that child the consequences of playing with a stove. But if I didn't give a damn about the child, I'll let the child play with the stove, get burned, go to the daggone hospital, and then have a certain type of skin deformation on their body. So when you sit up here and you see somebody doing wrong, you can tell that you don't care about them when you don't hold them accountable, when you don't tell them what they're doing wrong. And that's why I say she don't care about black women or black men. Because anytime you will not hold black women accountable, you don't give a damn about them. And then you put all that blame on black men because of your daddy and your Pookie baby daddy also. You know what I'm saying? That's just hatred. You should keep your ass in Canada where you belong and stop coming down here to other situations that you can't relate to.
Tree might agree that like it might be matriarchy because men have failed, but that doesn't matter. The reality is this is where we are now, and now you have to act in the.
Wait a minute. If it doesn't matter that black women have been superimposed into the position of matriarchs, and leaders, and builders, then black men will never have to be responsible for what the
Here we go. Never black women fought a court. Never. It's never black women. Never. It's always black women.
Hold on.
Shit.
Because this is a 1v9. Actually, it's a 2v9, whatever. I'm actually curious. On Anna's behalf, she did raise a point where you said you learned a lot of your lessons from having your father being present. If a lot of black women don't have that same experience and they don't learn the same lessons.
Yes, her father is black Trinidadian, and he was not faithful to her mother, who's white French Canadian woman, and he was in and out of their lives. So she has a lot of anger and resentment against her own biological father, and therefore found something similar. Now I don't think her child's father is from Trinidad, but he's black. And then she found a white man who will accept her and her child, and he filed for divorce and got the hell out of there because the bitch is unhinged. So that's what I'm saying. So that's her back. So she's not the person to sit up here and have these kind of conversations. She is not in her right to have these type of conversations. Totally out of pocket.
You did.
And I said this again, I'll keep saying this. She sees a gold mine in Destiny's community because as a pink pillar, she's looking for another man, and she probably will find it. I'm not even going to trip about that right there. There's a chance she will find a white guy in that Discord who has no problem of picking up where the other white man has left off. I'm just being honest. Cause she in that Discord deep, baby. She in that she in the voice chat. She's constantly typing in the other chat. I mean, she is real active, and I'm like, damn girl, don't you? Who's taking care of the child? But then again, I noticed she's only very active after a certain in the afternoon towards the nighttime. So apparently, I don't know I have no idea what her living situation is. I mean, maybe she could have somebody taking care of the child for her or not. Or the child could be a little older where it can take care of itself. I'm not sure.
You also expect them to learn the same conclusions that you did?
No, but however, not exactly how I learned it. However, the same women who don't have men in their lives can always go to the church. They can always go to a gazillion of nonprofit or orders. Oh my God, Abba, I did not know your voice changed. How? What? Are you taking estrogen or something? God damn, I didn't know that.
I'm getting in touch with my inner divine. Go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. All right. So as I was saying, Abba, a lot of women, there's so many help. There's so many men. And I know them. There are a lot of black men who would love to be a mentor to these young black to these young black boys and girls, with also women. But the thing about it is that sometimes, not all the time, because I'm not going to do the big brush of all. Sometimes black women want to say what's in it for them. If it's nothing in it for them, and I'm not saying all, I said some. I know
it's
some,
true.
Okay? And so my thing is, if women can and just get outside of their ego and just say, you know what, this has nothing to do with me. This has everything to do with my child, and let my child get mentored by someone that's going to raise them. There's a lot of programs, and if you need them, I can give them to you.
Yes, of course. Oh, but hold up. Before Anna. Yes, of course, Anna. But just before you respond, just acknowledge that, like, when she's speaking, you can't interrupt the whole time. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure no one interrupts you. Go ahead.
So I love this. Now I understand why black men are.
Stop. Hold on. Stop. Wait. We have limited talking time in here, Anna. You can't keep starting
a lot
answers
of
with like,
talking.
Oh, I love this. This is why you are like this and blah blah. Just answer. Just respond to the question.
Steven, I'm talking to Abba. I'm not answering questions.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I don't like when Steven let this woman this is one of the things that makes me so angry about Steven. She on your platform and she gonna tell you, I'm not talking to you, I'm not answering any questions, I'm not gonna, like, bitch, you on my platform. But what I'm telling you, they too nice. She knows she can get away with this with these men. You see what I'm talking about? She knows she can get away with this with these men. She could never get away with that with me, dude. She could.
I love it. This conversation is the encapsulation. This is it right here, and I love it.
Okay.
The idea that a black woman can say, oh, 70% are not are not there, are not doing what they should be doing, but there's so much help. Does anybody know what community is involved, invested in the church more than any group? Does anybody know? Historically, and even till now, does anybody know who's in the church? Who's in the church?
Blacks or Hispanics? That's my guess.
Okay, right. And does anybody know what the ratio men to women is in the black church? Does anybody know?
Probably a lot more women than men, or?
Right. Okay. So we're gonna put that to the side. That's a moot point. The idea that somebody can come up here and
actually is not a moot point. Okay, because there's so many volunteer men who don't even attend church service on Sunday. They are there for those kids. And I'm telling you, every black church that has a youth program, they have enough black men, many black men, to oversee and to help guide the children in that youth group. But because she's in Canada, she don't even know about that. She don't even know about that lived black experience. So she want to sit up here and say, oh, black churches don't matter because a lot of black women go to churches. That doesn't matter. When it comes, if those black women want to put their children in youth groups, and they do, there are lots of deacons, sons, or even just regular volunteers in the community that will come to the church to help mentor those sons. So I also say she doesn't know what she's talking about. She never grew up in the black community.
there are plenty of black men who want to be mentors, and essentially, to me, what you're kind of describing like stepfatherhood in a way. And does anybody know what what community?
She never grew up in a American black community. Let me just say this.
Literally, they are disgusted by single motherhood, despite the fact that they themselves probably came from a single mom.
This is a lie. This is a lie.
Black community. I'm here for your rhetoric. Yeah, don't worry.
So if we have a group of men who already think that single mothers are the scum of the earth, including their own mothers, because their mother was a single mother. If we have that and we mix that with the idea that these children, they need to be mentored. What, you think that black men give a fuck about mentoring anybody? If they don't care about single mothers?
I don't know what type of black people you hang around with. Wow.
Look at the network. What do you mean?
Okay. So Anna, you made your point. Go ahead, Tree. No. Let Tree go ahead. Tree, go ahead. No, guys, stop. I'm letting you guys go. No. I'm letting you go one after the other. Anna, you made your point.
I wasn't finished. I'm talking to Abba and I was not finished.
Okay.
If we know that the
liars like to talk a lot. I want y'all to remember, never forget that. People who want to promote a lie, people who like the sound of their own voice as they lie, they talk a lot. It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take much to just get your point across. But what she does is she goes from one story to another story to another story, and she talks a lot so that you can forget her talking points. This is called stacking, and I had actually called her out for that before.
Black church is predominantly black women, right? So it would stand to reason that if they need help, they're going to the church fucking first. They're going to the church before they go to the
and they
fucking
get
government,
help.
even though that's probably detrimental to them. If anybody
How
knows
is
anything
that
about the black
detrimental?
community, they know that they go to the church first.
And
That's
they
number
get
one.
help.
You want to talk about black mentorship in the black community? Every single study has said that what is lacking in the black community is black men mentoring young black boys.
That's not true. That's what I'm saying. I called her out on this. I said, you a liar. You a freaking liar. There's a lot, and I mean a lot, of black organizations that have mentorship for black children. Somebody's talking to me. Tree, I do appreciate you being rational. Well, I hate her, so... No, let me take that back. No, I do hate her, but that's not why I was rational. I was rational because I saw a black woman, even though she's light-skinned, she's still considered a black woman. I saw a black woman who didn't know who the fuck she talking about, who had an actual hatred for black men, come on a white YouTuber's channel, a big platform, and shit on black men. I'm like, let me tell you something. I believe we should shit on everybody, okay? But to sit up here and just attack on just black men, nah, dude, we not gonna do that here. That's my thing. That was what I wanted, and I didn't like how everybody was so nice to her. I didn't like how everybody was charitable to her, letting her get away with her bullshit. And I actually said, when I had enough of it, that's when you guys see me kind of like pop off.
You're going to say that there are plenty when every single piece of statistical data literally proves that black men have no interest.
She lying.
Provide that data.
Mentors.
I'm calling you a liar. Provide that data. You are lying.
Tree, I already told her that the CDC report found that black fathers were more actively involved in their kids' lives than their counterparts of their other races.
Abba, can I talk?
I contrary to that.
But poor thought.
She does. She wants to paint black men as the complete villain. So therefore, she's going to reject any evidence to prove otherwise. That's what that is.
Imagine being married to that. But you know what? Some men are turned on by that. I'm not lying. Some men are really turned on that. Listen, I am actually just trying to talk, and she is fucking yelling at the top of her lungs in the background, dude. Just listen to this. Just listen to this. Now, because my voice is deep and my mic is a little high, I can dominate her voice. So you hear me, but you also hear a barking chihuahua in the background. Listen to this.
She does. She wants to paint black men as the complete villain. So therefore, she's going to reject any evidence to prove otherwise. That's what that is. Okay.
I gotta go.
Black men have no responsibility
it was nice
to the black community. This is disgusting. They have no responsibility to their children and themselves and their women. This is disgusting.
Okay, before I go, I
would like
want to
to
say
still
that if you guys ever want to
a
discuss
question.
solutions, just at me or whatever.
Here's the solution. Here's the solution. Since these same black men fucking hate single moms and blame single moms.
I'm not even paying attention to this bitch
anymore. I have
anymore.
an idea. Since these same black men are not mentoring these fucking fatherless, delinquent, criminal children, I have an idea. Don't have them. Don't have them.
Yeah, tell the women that, not the black men. Tell the women that. The women control you, ladies. You understand that we have 100% control over whether we're going to bring forth life or not. Now, accidents don't count. If you're 8 months pregnant, you get in a car accident, you have a miscarriage, that's not your fault. So I'm not including any accidents, okay? I'm not including any crime against you. If excluding that, women 100% have complete domain on whether they're going to basically have a baby. But they also, get ready for this, unless they are R-worded, they have 100% control over who enters into them, who they get pregnant by. They have 100% control over that. But if you don't tell these men, no, you're gonna have to put a wrapper on it. You know, you have to wrap it up, or let me get an IUD, or let me get on this pill, or let me get this Lupron injection. well, I think Lupron is still used. Wait a minute. No, Depo-Provera. Sorry. Let me get this Depo shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have no unplanned pregnancies. So the 70% is completely on the woman on whether she get pregnant or not. But also 100% on whether she opens her legs to a stupid man or not.
Can we agree to the solution?
You literally admitted it to earlier on that people are going to still have children even if you tell them not to.
I said they're going to continue to have sex. I said they're going to continue to have sex. I said don't birth these people into existence. Is that a solution?
Birth control is very important for all women.
She's not talking about birth control. She's not talking about birth control here.
Okay.
Let's prevent the abortions, right?
Okay, I want to talk to Abba about who here said that they have to leave. I don't want to. I know they want to say their goodbyes, so I want to leave. Give the floor to that person.
Who's Pixie? Oh, it's me. But yeah, it's nice seeing you again, Tree. This has been an interesting.
Hey, girl, what's up? Good to see you again.
It's been a while.
Are you back on Twitch? I'm banned on Twitch, by the way.
No.
Listen, they banned me for being in Steven's chat saying because he was playing some Renaissance game and the NPCs were not working, and I said whip them. I think I said whip them because white people like to be whipped or something like that, and they fucking banned me.
They banned you for saying the truth. That's wild.
I know, what's up,
That
Anna?
was so crazy.
Sorry, Steven, I have a friend who wants to join. How can he join?
And that friend never showed up.
Hold
on, that friend never showed up. So let's fast forward.
Can you have him?
How can I?
D, can you have him add me on? Just join the. Fuck.
Yeah. So she said that she's gonna have this friend who's very more humble and quiet than her, and that he's gonna do most of the talking, and she's gonna shut up. That never happened. Once again, I'm gonna say the part I'm fast forward now is Steven's trying to figure out how to get this guy into the chat, and she says that he's more. And this is her idea. She said this guy is more submissive, humble, not argumentative. He's gonna basically speak on her behalf, and she's gonna sit and be quiet. That never happened.
Yeah.
Abba.
Is there a
So I want to.
Wait, just have him join. I'm sending you the link. Have him join that, and then in 5 minutes I'll drag him into this room. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna fall back until he comes.
Okay, here you go.
No, she doesn't do that.
Okay, Abba.
She doesn't fall back.
Yeah, go ahead, Tree. What's going on?
So let me ask you something. Now, by the way, I just want y'all to understand. I'm a right winger, so I'm not on the side of the whole, power to the people thing, right? But what I will say is I will never. I don't know that the level.
Did you donate? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. On this channel, I don't, because it's not the stream elements. Hold on a second. If you donate through stream elements, my bad. Hold on a second. You got to let me know you donate through stream elements because, you sure did. Thank you. $5 from Master Chef Mike. Hi Tree, how are you? Hi, Taters, how are you all doing today? Yeah, I'm sorry. Whenever I'm on this channel, Just Tree 411, it doesn't show up because Stream Elements is associated to the Treehouse News, not Just Tree 411. So I have to go into the control panel to see if you donated. So thank you so much. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking, Master Chef Mike. I appreciate you so much for coming by.
I'm actually offended although I'm not a part of the Black community, I'm actually offended that she talks so low about the Black community and particularly Black men like this, saying that, you can't go nowhere. All these Black men want women to do this and be hoes and they don't take care of their kids. And I'm like, what type of Black people are you hanging around?
Don't do that. Goddess, don't do that, please.
Wait a minute, I thought you said you was going to be up in the cut, girl. I thought you said it was going to be quiet. I thought you was going to be quiet. I thought you said you were going to lay low. What's going on, girl?
No. If I'm going to lay low, under the condition that you don't misquote or misrepresent anything that I said. I never said any of that. Don't do that.
So that's her child you hear in the background. You hear a child, that's her child in the background.
I know exactly what I said. So if you're not going to quote me verbatim.
Imagine yelling like this in front of your child, though. You know what I'm saying? If you're like this online, how do you think she's going to be like in front of this child? I'm just throwing the questions out there like that. So if you hear a child, that's her child in the background.
Forget about it.
All right.
Okay. Well, I can't say this, that you did not put black people, particularly black men, in a in high regards. So the level of black men you're talking about, I don't know those type of men. So I'm asking Alba. Okay, that's fine. I'm asking. Because you sit up here and you poo-pooed me for having you poo-pooed me and said that's anecdotal. That's anecdotal. Who gives a f about what you're saying? So I'm saying to myself, well, shit, maybe your shit is anecdotal too. So therefore, I'm going to a black man and asking him. Can I do that, or do we need a translator for his ass? What's going on here? Because he's not capable of expressing himself.
Wait a minute. Listen. Hold on. To the don't go there with me, because I'm not the one. I understand you feel how you feel.
What the fuck you gonna do? Beat my ass?
Hold on. Wait a minute. I understand how you see yourself in this space, but I can assure you I'm not the one.
Dude, she tried to threaten me. I ain't the one. Like, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna beat my ass? But she used to doing that to other people. She's so used to doing that. You know, like, I'm not the one. Yeah, you are the one. And now what you gonna do? Beat my ass? And I started laughing because I thought it was ridiculous. Like, don't sit up here and try to punk me. I'll accept it. Dude, we can box. We can do anything you want, dude. We can do that Mortal Kombat if you want, but I don't run away from no fucking fight with some ratchet ass roach queen like you. Like, I'm not the one. Girl.
I'm not the one.
What the fuck you gonna do?
This is turning into something really weird.
Yeah, really. Because when you say you're not the one,
you guys both have like incredibly
like you want to throw them hands, girl. Yeah. Okay, so I don't give a fuck if you say you're not the one.
This is weird.
Okay.
and then laugh, fucking her with a racist ass. This is weird. Shut your bitch ass up. You're not supposed to be in a black conversation anyway. Cause you're fucking. All you know how to. No. Don't say it. I was about to get real bad. Anyway, I want Abba to answer my question though.
Yes, go ahead.
So do you know such black men? And if you do,
absolutely. Absolutely.
No. Let me finish. What percentage of them? What percentage of them in your life?
It's twofold.
Okay.
So this is the complicated part, right? It's twofold. The extreme part that says all that stuff, the same way I hear like Cynthia G talking, it's a minority. It's a small percentage.
Yeah, very small minority.
Then there's the softer portion where there's people who don't go all the way to the extreme, but share adjacent views that are very, very similar, very close.
I agree with this.
So for me, I'm talking more to that group, which I think is far more common. And if you know this too, like, black men are traditionally much more old school masculinity than today. And so a lot of their views kind of still stay in a lot of the traditional forms. That's not inherently a bad thing, but what I'm trying to say is that's why it's much more adjacent to this extreme form of like women are property kind of rhetoric. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hold
on. And I don't disagree with anything he's saying. Malcolm, thank you so much. New York Times, our Twitter poll, election deniers, New York Times. Okay, Malcolm, I don't know why you bringing politics onto a non-political channel. What's wrong? What are these things she know, Tree? Hold on, you got to be more specific, Ark. What are these things she know? What do you mean? I'm sorry, I'm just now reading your message.
And so I would say that the more adjacent side of things is probably more common than it is now. So I would say that's a majority. Yes. I would say the majority of black men that I know are not progressive in any type of way and do share some.
No, I don't know what I kid you not. I have no idea what y'all talking about. You guys are like, you know. No, I totally don't know the context of what y'all talking about. I completely. Would she be doing for step? Oh. Oh, okay. See, y'all had to bring me there. I'm like, what y'all talking about? Would she be doing for Destiny? I was like, what? I don't know what y'all talking about. What?
Some pretty, traditional gender views.
Misogyny?
Is it? Do you think that it's you don't think it's progressive for your woman to out earn you, or for her to have a higher education than you?
Sorry, repeat that question.
You said that black men in the contemporary world are not progressively minded. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're not.
Right. So what's
Hold on. Just before I proceed, because I'm speaking from my experience of living in the States and living in Canada. But Fanatic, do you disagree with anything I've said so far?
I think for the attitude from most black men, I would say, is pretty socially conservative.
Okay. Yes, I'll talk about that portion.
I would like to chime in too and say I agree as well. Yeah.
Sure, but I will say that you do run into some problems, because if you look at the fact that a lot of black women in most relationships and across the board, all women out earn men when it comes to degrees. This is true of Asians, this is true of white men, this is true of black men, and so on and so forth. Women just tend to go to college more, and so the thing is that the degrees have a particularly dramatic impact on black income. And so then when you have these black women in these situations with these income, black women, despite whatever this person is saying, are still hypergamous. They still have the goal of finding a man who makes more money than them. They still don't want to be the breadwinner in the vast majority of their relationships. So then this is why black women who earn degrees actually get married less than their non-degree having counterparts.
Also true.
Because once they get that money, then it's now your pool starts to decrease, and black women are already significantly less likely to be married than other people because of some of the anti-black racism and some of the imaging things that they
No.
do.
Get that anti. Okay, I was with him until the last part. No, the last part is black women are less likely to get married is because they're loyal to the race. If they were open to date outside of their race, in addition to inside of their race, they have more likely to be married. But black women are the only race of women that are that has more exclusivity to their own race preference. So that's what that whole thing of anti-racism stuff. No, that's no.
Rage and all that nonsense. So as a result of this, they're cutting off their ability to get married, and then black men obviously wanting to be the breadwinners as well. So it creates this social dynamic. But black women are still absolutely hypergamous, just to be clear.
Okay, so wait a minute.
That's fast.
So the things that I'm saying and any statistic that I've referenced or study or whatever, you're saying that those are the reasons that black men are not getting married, that they're not performing. What correlation did you make?
The thing that I would, as succinctly as I can put it, economics is the reason why black men don't get married as much. That was it. We'll just leave it at that. Do you disagree with that?
Being married just not to black women.
And not just to black women. And also, the other thing that you said earlier that was just absolutely false. First off, it doesn't matter. Wait. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which income bracket you're in. Wealthy black men.
Wait, let Fanatic finish. Hold on, wait, real quick. Let Fanatic finish real quick.
I didn't get an answer.
Wealthy black men marry black women predominantly as well. Across the board, black men marry black women.
That's true.
What percentage of black men are married?
I don't know. I could look it up right now. I don't have it.
It's way less than every other group. So we can skip past this portion.
Yeah, sure. What? Okay.
No. Sorry, I missed the correlate. How you made a correlation to what I'm saying here today, and what and black men doing or not doing what?
I don't understand the question you're asking me. I'm sorry.
You said some of the reasons of that. Okay, go ahead, Destiny.
What you mean, Destiny?
That's not Destiny.
Okay, I think I broke her brain again. What's going on?
Wait, I will say real quick, just because I'm just real quick, as I look up just stuff, because I'm just trying to get a feel for the information. It does seem like black men specifically are far more likely to intermarry. What?
Mm-hmm. Yes, the blacks.
Yes, the blacks.
Black men are more likely to intermarry than the rest of them.
I'm just saying real quick that in every other demographic I see, it seems like women are more likely to marry out of race. So 37 to 16 Asian, 61 to 54 American Indian, 7 to 7 white.
True.
But in the black community, it's flipped. 25% of newlyweds for black men marry out of their racial group. Only 12% of black women do. It's the only
12%. That's ridiculous. But also, and this may hurt some women's feelings, but I don't care. Black men will accept certain standards that white men won't. and you can take that however you want. So my thing is that unless you're going to marry a wigger, or you're going to marry a white man who grew up in black culture, you're not going to find your average white male who's going to put up with that mentality and that behavior. All right, Malcolm. Malcolm donated some more. Let's see if he's going to stay on topic or he's going to talk more politics. Does the chick think mixed children aren't black? No, she thinks, because she's mixed, so she believed that, I think she went against anti. Some of this stuff I'm gonna fast forward, guys, because it gets pretty long. I just want to, like, the juicy part is when I come after her, and that's towards the end. But I don't think she does. I think she punished. She's such a hypocrite. I think there was a guy named Auntie who has a black dad and a white mom, just like she does, and she tried to shame him for that. So yeah. Okay. The government has to do something about that. Have to do something about what? The government? Wait a minute. I don't even know what you're talking about. Let me see. I used to think people like Annalicia only exist on Twitter. No, honey. The pink pill is that's a big community. Not as big as the red pill community, but they're getting there.
Right.
Ethnic group that's flipped on that.
Absolutely, and that's absolutely true. And why is that? So let's look at it. So again, still, even with your statistic, even with the statistic that you gave, Stephen, 75% of black men still obviously marry within their race, number one. So the majority still marry within their race. And in two, let's look at the reasons why that is. Because it really boils down to the sexual marketplace. For example, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. I don't care if you're offended by it. Facts are facts, and I don't care about your feelings. So the fact of the matter is, socially, within the sexual marketplace, black men tend to be esteemed significantly higher than black women. The black woman has been demonized across the spectrum. Whereas when it comes to, like, again, whereas I got you.
Did you hear what she said? Bye, black men, Stephen. Look at me, white man. I need another white man in my life. Bye, black. And always down in black men. That's what a lot of people not there to see. She's anti-black men.
Listen, you're going to listen to this lie, and when I'm done with this lie, then you can rebut it. Until then,
let Fanatic finish.
Down.
Wait, we can all talk more if we just let people finish. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let Fanatic finish. Let Fanatic finish. Yeah, go ahead.
So really what it boils down to, because of that sexual marketplace, that's why it's easier for black men to marry outside of their race, because of all of the ridiculous stigmas and the dehumanization and things like that that are surrounding black men and the sexualization, which has existed God knows how long. Whereas for black women, it has not been the same. That's why black men are significantly more likely to intermarry.
Stephen,
we're seeing similar problems with Asians. It's the inverse relationship to the Asians.
What's up, my queen?
Steven,
yeah, what's up?
Steven.
I'm here for you.
Hold on. Let me understand something. So all of this boils down to the reason that black women are not able to get married and blah, 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 blah. The reason for this is because of the sexual market value place. What is the exact term?
He said sexual market. Wait. We don't have to use like little rhetorical tricks. Let's just keep the conversation.
I'm not using a trick.
No, you're not. She is.
Oh,
Jesus.
Okay, thank you.
There's actually another black person that I have more issues with than you in this panel. For once, your life, Fanatic. Okay, it's her. Okay, listen. Okay, God. I know. He said sexual marketplace. That's what he said. We all heard it. So respond to that if you want. Go for it. Okay.
So in the white community, let's say, so we have beauty standards. And I think it's fair for us to say, and we can acknowledge that universally, whiteness and sort of white women, the features that white women have, and blah 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 blah. These, I think, universally, this is the beauty standard. Yes, okay, it's been changing. Marginally, but for the most part,
I actually disagreed with this and came. I disagree with this, and then when I actually just spilled some facts, she's like, "Oh my God!" and she just instead of actually saying, that's true, and you'll hear what I had to say. Listen to how she presents it, and let me just show you how I debunked what she said.
White women are the beauty standard.
Yep.
Can we
Nobody
agree?
disagrees. No one disagrees with that. Yeah.
Sure.
I disagree.
That's great. Does anyone know why?
Colonialism.
Why
Western
you're
cares.
for the
Just
longest
yeah.
time.
Probably a whole host of
Okay,
reasons.
let me be more specific. Okay, it's because of white men. White men held white women's beauty to a standard. White men held, and that's sort of the reason that they would constrict access to white women, because white women. You can't just have access to white women. It doesn't work like that. You don't. This is the standard, and everyone else is blah 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 blah. So if we can agree, and let's be intellectually honest about this, please, because
Yes.
everybody knows that when it comes to makeup, when it comes to fashion, it has always largely been white men who own all of these institutions, who own all.
I'm going to
so
disagree
we can
just
agree.
a little.
Okay, Tree.
No,
what's your
I-
disagreement?
I
Real
would-
quick. What is
if you
Tree's
give me
disagreement?
time,
Yeah,
I
go.
can-
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so my disagreement is that I disagree because black women have beautiful, voluptuous lips, and guess who's getting
Nobody
lip
said that.
injections?
Nobody said that.
Black
No,
women.
no. I said it's
Oh my
Let her.
God.
Wait.
You see what I'm saying? She knows I got the facts. I'm probably the only person in here who has actually just destroyed every stupid shit she said. Okay? And this is what I'm saying. She want to say that America is going by white women's standards. That's not true. Excuse me, a trans man who was over 200 pounds won a fucking beauty pageant, okay? No, that's not the truth. If you look on Instagram, I always look at the beauty standards based upon women who are on TikTok and got a lot of views based upon their body, and also Instagram. They got Brazilian butt lifts. They got these what do they stick the stuff in the lips to? Anyway, they got lip injections. All right. And white women are getting thicker. Have y'all noticed that? So I'm like, there are a lot of beauty standards that have been taken from black women and that are now in what, and I had some people who get mad at me, but I'm like, show me in history a white woman with a big ass go, okay? And they can't do it. They can't do it. Cause they got mad at me. I'm like, black women got a fucking goddamn copyrights on big asses. You know what I'm saying? It's in our genetics. It's in our DNA. And so therefore I see a lot of women who are having big asses now. Y'all can't sit up here and get mad because listen, and by the way, all women have the big boobies. That's not something that's predominantly in one particular race. However, black women end up having the largest along with Hispanic Latinos. Okay. You can't, and just to show my point, when you look at Asians, they don't have no double D, though 36 double D, unless they get implants. That's not something that happens with them naturally. And to sit up here and deny genetics, it's just pitiful. But anyway, this is how I tell her.
Tree finish. Let Tree
Why
finish.
can't I speak?
Go. Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm seeing people talk to me. Hold on a second. Long time no see. Glad I found your channel. I've been enjoying the content. Well, thank you so much. Freems! Hi! Oh my God! Oh my God! It's been so long. Are you still on Twitch? Wait a minute. Are you Freems who lives in West Virginia? Is hot as ASF. We should definitely go on a oh Lord, never mind. I shouldn't even read you, Manny. Hold on, let me make sure this is the right Freems. Freems, you're the Freems from West Virginia, right? Yes, not quite as lefty as before. We should chat some. Yes. Oh my God. Hey, we're still friends on Discord. You still I do, unless you got rid of me, unless you unfriended me. But we're still friends on Discord. So let's connect on Discord, okay? Cause me and you still we would chat on Discord a lot. Although I need to start coming back on Discord more often. I don't think so. Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah.
black women have big round booties. And when Sir Mix-a-Lot came out and says, I like big butts, guess who started getting fucking goddamn ass implants? White women. All right?
Facts.
And I can go on and on. So, yeah, it's a lot of shit that white women have taken from black women. White women have taken away from black women. So when I look at another fucking white woman with her fucking big lips, her big ass, okay, big titties go both ways, okay? White
everybody
women
got
have big titties, but black
Except for
women, we
Asians.
own that. We got the copyrights on big asses, okay? So when I look at all that shit, and then all of a sudden, where that thick come from? THICCC? That came from black women, okay?
Yes.
Because our bone density is basically heavier than white women. So then I see a lot of shit. I see nothing but a fucking generic white woman, okay? And
I should have said a generic black woman. When I look at a white woman, I see nothing but a generic black woman. That's what I should have said.
I remember a time where black women were actually being proud of their hair, and they were wearing natural hair, and it was like, oh, you had these channels. And then I had my locks. I had my dreadlocks since 1996. When I saw black women going natural, I said, finally, they're now embracing it, because if you love your hair, everybody else will love your hair.
Yes.
What happened? That shit went out in what, 5 years?
Yes.
Now they back to the fucking crack cream, they're back to the wigs, and they're back to the weave. So when black women learn to love themselves and who they are, then everybody will fall suit.
I 100% agree with you. And just to really push back against Steven's data earlier, first off, the thing that you were talking about regarding men and women intermarrying, white men actually intermarry. White men actually intermarry more so than white women. Just so that we're clear. So it's not. So hold on. So it's not. Hey, I got you. You will. So it's not just black men. That's number one. And number two.
I did not know that. I did not. That was something I learned. I did come from this panel and learn something. White men interracially marry more than any male in any race? Wow. Did you hear that, guys? I did not know that.
Again, it's about that sexual marketplace. Remember what I said? How the inverse.
Just let him finish.
Yep. Remember how I said about the inverse? I know you're gonna wait. Remember how I said about the inverse relationship between blacks and Asians? Look at how dramatic those two are. Everything else is incredibly similar. For Hispanics, it's 26% versus 28%. For white people, it's 12% versus 10%. For black people, it's 24% versus 12%. And then for Asians, it's 21% versus 36%. So you notice how dramatic these things are. There is an inverse and a sexual marketplace.
Let Fanatic finish. Okay.
Now you can speak.
Steven, so actually, no, it was Goddess. What percentage of white women are getting ass shots? Does anybody know?
What
How
percentage?
many white women on this panel right now are getting ass shots?
Dating what?
No, how many? How many white women? Because you're saying you disagree that historically white women and beauty standards.
Now she brought historical. I never said historically. I'm talking about today. You said that based upon some study that right now white women beauty standards is what everybody go for, and I'm like, that's not true. Today it's not true. So I'm going by it, and I hate when people bring up the fucking past and make that's what it is to relative today. Right now, and men, if I'm wrong, please correct me. Men are into BBWs. Men are into women who are just 60 pounds overweight. Men are into women who have different color in their hair. They okay with the tattoos or the piercing. Men have now, only thing I can look at is when I look on it fucking Instagram, if I want to see a common theme, if the most common theme I see is big booties and big tatas, that is like the common theme. A small waist, big booty, big tatas, even if they're big, even if they're like a Lizzo, she basically puts on these type of corsets to make her, even though she's very well like 300 pounds overweight, she still tried to make herself look like an hourglass by putting something that's going to draw in her waist. So it's like I've noticed today men are very accepting of overweight women, and that was totally different many decades ago. That was never the case decades ago. So that's what I'm saying. And that's not a white standard. You understand? white women were shamed back in the day. And when I say back in the day, I'm going to say the 60s and I'm going to say the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, and definitely the 40s. We were watching a Cotton Club, waist trainers. Thank you, who are you people? We were watching a Cotton Club, and every white woman, and this was in the 20s, this was in the late 20s and the early 30s, them women were skinny as hell, and I recognized it. I'm like, wow, they were really thin back then. And I haven't seen a Cotton Club in decades, but when I watched that made me go, wow. Body images have changed a lot. Okay.
That have been upheld have been. You disagree because white women in 2022 have ass shots. That's your position, yeah? That's your position, right?
She was saying that some black beauty standards are carrying over into white women. So she was pushing back on your idea that.
And hold on, and did I not say that beauty standards are marginally changing? And even still, even with white women trying to replicate sort of the black body or the black aesthetic or whatever it is, the overwhelming majority of white women are fucking not. And for you guys to sit here and act like
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Somebody's going to have to do a study on that, because when I see what women do, what they call thirst trapping on Instagram, these women they're not anorexic. These women don't have no size A chest. They don't even have a size B chest. So I'm like, what are you looking at? I don't understand. I don't look on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat not Snapchat. I don't even know how Snapchat works really. TikTok or Twitch. I don't see a lot of women who look like they just look at the top. I don't even want to go on Twitch, but if we were to go to Twitch right now and look at the top streamers of women, they're not anorexic, not even close. Not even close. I think the smallest female streamer that comes to the top of my head is Pokemon or Pokemon or Pokey, whatever how you pronounce her name. Pokey is the only one who is not thick here or that she really don't got no big T or A. That's the only one. Everybody else is
women in droves are getting ass shots and lip injections. Slap yourselves.
I lay with a lot of snow bunnies, and I can assure you the absolute.
Stop with that fucking term.
Even Abba agree with me.
This video on
even
interracial
Abba
marriage
agree with
breakdown, and I want to see if you guys think that this is true or agree with it.
Just give us the bullet points from the video. We're not gonna watch a whole video right now.
No, it's not a whole video. It's like literally, it's like not even a minute.
Hold on, wait a minute. I wasn't done talking. Hold on.
It's on. I put it up on live.
That's this bitch. We don't want to see this video. Hold on a second. Hold on. A lot of stuff. I'm gonna start fast forwarding because now we're just getting the jibber jabber. I want to save to the last part when we start having it good.
The very short clip. It was 3 and I are on the same page.
Quick, her name is Tree. Her name isn't actually Goddess, unless you're just insulting her calling that. But
I don't know why Steven told her not to call me Goddess, because I was sitting there like, yeah, call me Goddess, baby. I am a goddess. I am a goddess. Steven had to ruin it for me. Her name not Goddess. Don't call her Goddess. Don't tell her what to do. Yes, my name is Goddess. Snitcher.
Sorry, go ahead.
Wait, you can call me Goddess. I'm a former.
Yeah, she was absorbing that.
I didn't know she was.
So I mean, you can still call me Goddess. I mean, I do have people. I still have.
Wait, we're not watching a video right now. Okay, let's just.
It's 1 minute. It's literally 1 minute.
It's less than a minute, and it's a breakdown of the interracial marriage thing. I just want to see if it's
the false.
I want to.
None of this is
not video
relevant.
Because white women are not getting ass shots and doing all the bullshit. You can look at the numbers. Do whatever you want.
There is no numbers.
White women are not doing these things. Yes, you have like the Kim K's of the world. Okay, that's cool. But
she's not the only one.
She's not the representative for white women in the white community. With that being said, if we can agree that the standard.
Hold on. Let me look at somebody. I could be wrong, but isn't Bad Baby? Hold on a second. Let me look at her body. But no, I can't use Bad Baby because Bad Baby acts black. No, I can't use her. Sorry. Who's another very successful? Never mind, it'll come to me.
That has been upheld historically and to this day with only marginal changes and only marginal differences or advancements recognizing other beauty standards.
Oh, I was totally off.
And we acknowledge that it was white men who said this is what the beauty standard is, because those were the people, the people or the population that had the power at that time.
Yeah, Art.
Lord, you're not saying anything. No one disagreed.
Hold on, wait a minute. In the Black community, I guess I would ask historically, whose job would it have been to uphold that beauty standard specifically? Because if you're going to talk about
I got you.
Black women,
This is such a silly question.
Wait a minute.
My Lord,
If you're going to talk about Black women in the marketplace, because a lot of Black men want to say, "Oh, you're not desired. Nobody wants." Right, but nobody wants Black men either. Like,
apparently not by the data, which is why Black men intermarry so much more. But here, I'll respond to that. You keep saying whose job was it to respond?
I'm not done.
Are you going to go on for 30 minutes?
She talks so much, and that's what I'm saying. Dude, oh my God, this.
There's 9 people in here. How long are you going to freaking talk?
You do the same thing.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, sure I do, but I'll go ahead and respond really quick. So look, the same way that you're saying that it's Black men. All right, you got 2 more minutes, tops.
Yeah, no, you don't tell me what I have.
Okay, no. Fanatic, relax. Okay, so go ahead, finish your point, Annalise, and then at Fanatic, you go next.
So here's the thing: if men are putting value on women, in terms of beauty, in terms of their fucking value, and we all know the
Ladies, you understand that women determine beauty standards, right? And gay men. Hold on, I gotta throw the gay men in there, because the gay men throw in the fashion, but women set the beauty standards. You know that, right? So when we compliment something or we find something attractive on another woman, we are actually dressing for other women, not necessarily for men, unless we're about to do it in a sexual way. Okay. Malcolm said Destiny's E thought BTFO by Tree in the debate. Thank you so much, Malcolm. But yeah, men don't determine our beauty standards. Like, a lot of times women are setting that. That's the reason why, and this is unfair, so don't think I'm taking their side. Women say that overweight women are beautiful, but overweight men are disgusting. Women set that up, not men. Women did that. Women said, you should accept me, fat acceptance, but fat acceptance only includes fat women, not fat men. Women designed that. Okay? Women did that. Women are the ones who decide the hairs. Women were the ones you see a lot of liberal women wearing purple hair, blue hair. Women decided that, not men. And when it comes to fashion, gay men decide that. The top designers are all gay men. So I don't know what she's talking about, but I was so done with her. I was actually just calming myself down, like, don't go off on her yet. Don't go off her yet. Don't go off on her
yet. The marketplace is driven is driven and predicated on what the fuck men think. Oh, you have this many kids, you have this many body count, you look like this, blah 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 blah. If Black women are at the bottom, what does that say about the way that Black men fucking look at them and have been looking at them historically?
Projection.
Okay.
She's projecting.
Go.
All right.
I need to play this.
No. We're not about to hold on. Let me just respond to.
Let him respond to some of it. Fanatic, go ahead.
Thank you. So first off, as we already said, the data clearly indicates that it does have to do with some sort of social value. Secondly, when you want to talk about who sets these standards, it's not just white men, but yes, I would say predominantly the reason why these beauty standards got established the way they were was because of people who had the power, and the power is normally executed through the media. I remember as a very young kid watching Snoopy. Hold on. I remember.
Everyone stop. At least you have to let him finish.
She always interrupts. She's so
you don't have an option. You must let me finish.
I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. Why didn't Steven mute her? Yeah, but I got muted twice. I got muted when I had enough of the shit. I get muted. I'm not mad. I take it as a compliment because I come in there with some heavy energy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, dude, she interrupts all the time. She's so unhinged.
So yeah, I got you, but I'm gonna talk and you're gonna listen like I did you. So because of the fact as they've executed it through the media, I'm not even gonna raise my voice. I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna finish my sentences, and you're gonna respect that. I got you.
Your masculinity.
All right, you're 100% right. I am proud, Bob, and I'm a rest in that. So anyway, so as I was saying, when you look at the media, I remember as a young kid watching things like Snoopy and things like that, were always and Olive Oil and Popeye and so on and so forth. They always made the most attractive women white women. In almost all of the TV shows, there was a hyper
attractive
of white women when it came to the economy. Or, I'm sorry, when it came to like the Miss America pageants and all of those things. Beauty pageants were always there. When it came to front of magazines, all of these things have constantly
in the past,
the notion that this is what beauty is.
Yeah.
Also, on top of that, when it's
not now though,
considering that marriage is very an economic decision as well, there is the idea that you immediately assume a specific status and power by being with the white woman, right? Because of the fact that a lot of the Jim Crow and things like that were aimed specifically at black folks, right? So then that means the people who are the most economically privileged provided the greatest advantage, which would obviously mean that black men would be significantly more likely to pursue that. Obviously, seeing that thing, all of those things together are going to shape your view when it comes towards beauty standards. There's a reason why, like almost all of the movie, that's why you always had like those situations where the majority of like the people who won Academy Awards and things like that, they were always for white women. The film is written for white women and so on and so forth. Also, I want to point out that yes, some black features are like coveted. They do like the full figures of black women and voluptuous titties and voluptuous, all of that, the curves. All of those things are absolutely beautiful. And the thing is, they want those features, but they want those things on white women. So when white women can get implants and things like that so that they can fix their long backs, that immediately improves their...
That right there, I was like, fix their long backs. Did y'all know what he meant by that? He said, white women get these implants to fix their long backs. I was like, did nobody catch that? Did nobody catch that? I don't even think anybody caught that. I caught that when I was like, so white women get the implants to fix their long backs. You calculate. Okay. I wonder how many people in the chat caught that. Because when he said it, I was like, when he said it out, I was like, and I was like, is anybody gonna say anything? Holy smokes, dude. Okay, I thought that was funny.
Like their stock, and people are attracted to that because they do like black features, but they just don't like black women because of racism.
Can I just real quick?
I don't agree with the racism
Can I just
part.
real quick? Because Auntie,
That's what you are.
Auntie, highly recommend. Wait, real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a lot of this. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Obviously know that they are. We obviously know that those are exceptions to the rule, because clearly the vast majority of people who are born to poverty stay in poverty. Economic mobility in this country is some of the worst. So then that's why you would see black men not going to college. It has nothing to do with specifically criminal justice. You would see that even within white people who are not going to be overrepresented within the criminal justice system, even those people born into poverty attend college less and are significantly less likely to have economic mobility. Penning this entire thing to prison sounds ridiculous.
Wait, no, hold on. I'm going to let her go because it's pretty much like a 7v1 at the moment. So at least
actually is not. Actually is not. She's so overwhelming. She's so loud, unhinged, and rude. It doesn't matter. It could be 10 against 1. She interrupts everybody when it's their turn. Also, it's not, I disagree with the whole 10v1 or 9v1. When we are actually taking our turns to speak at our turn, she interrupts us. So it's not even disproportionately against her. She is actually in the winning seat because you don't mute the bitch. You don't tell her to stop. Well, you do tell her to stop interrupting, but she doesn't listen to anybody.
I'm like, you have the same black man coming up here saying the same fucking thing. What do you want me to fucking say, Abba? What do you want me to say? You want me to? What do you want? You want me to subscribe to this? Okay.
No. I'm asking you.
Let me respond. Hold on, I'll respond. Black men are victims. Black men are fucking victims. They cannot not engage in criminality. They cannot not be in the fucking home and raise their kids and marry their women to try to fucking avoid deprivation in the home and fucking poverty. Because we also do know that yes, marriage has always been an economic proposition and it's political in nature. But no, don't marry the women. Don't value marriage. Don't be in the fucking home. They're victims. There's nothing that they can do. Okay, I concede. Can we move now? I agree.
Okay.
Let's move on.
All right.
So I'll just say two things very quick. One is that
I'm
not
wait. Just so we're clear, I didn't say that there's nothing that we can do. What I did.
I'm not saying that criminal justice alone is the determining factor for like Black people's like reduced socioeconomic conditions in the United States relative to other groups. I'm saying that like in large part between Black men and Black women, this has been shown to show much of the gap in educational attainment, because when you have interactions with the criminal justice system, Black women are able to enter the workforce earlier, and they're able to go into educational environments earlier, and it's a lot harder for you as a graduate admissions officer to accept a Black kid if they have a criminal record.
Well, yeah, but
I think, wait, real quick, Auntie, real quick, hold on, because Anna's going to come back. So the response though is that like, so look at the two different reactions to similar adverse scenarios. If Black families were totally fucked and moms totally abandoned their children, you could use the argument, well, look at what happened to the fathers. They went to prison, they went to house. Of course, Black mothers were going to abandon their children, but they didn't, right? Anna's argument is that like Black mothers have had to consistently step up throughout the history of Black people, while Black fathers have used the excuse of like, well, society sucks, so I'm a criminal, but moms don't have that option. Like, yeah, society sucks, and the Black fathers don't.
No, but that's not even a valid excuse. It's not about that's not it. Again, people, this is a ridiculous. There are this.
We understand. And PhD takers
like people not my and conducted that say
like a whole bunch of structural issues and things that we can focus on. Privation.
Yeah, what's up?
So you said that I think you said Black women are forced to enter something at younger ages and earlier.
So they have the ability to.
Why?
Because if you're incarcerated, or if you're like thrown in prison, or if you have a criminal record, the propensity for you getting hired is lower.
So you're talking about in the workforce. You're not talking about actually going to school. You're talking about the workforce.
No, I'm talking about both.
Okay, so hold on. Wait a minute. So, what percentage? So what percentage of men are falling victim to the criminal justice system?
Oh my God!
Why are you saying it that way?
Well, because she thinks Black men are victims, and that's her victim voice. So
yeah. So again, we can say that people can make autonomous choices, but
we can't say that. Not if you're a Black man, you can't say that.
Can I say something in Aaron's defense?
Literally,
I'm pretty sure I've read enough studies that said that men.
I'm not going to say that like economic structures are the sole factor in determining whether or not you can.
This gets a little boring.
I have.
What I want to say is, if there are.
Was at that point when
so
she doesn't know either. Okay, here. So since she doesn't have that number, it's okay. I'll answer. I'll just tell you that the vast, like the hyper minority of Black men kill Black women, right? Because like homicide is still incredibly low. So if you were to take 100 Black men, yes, homicide. That's what it is. When a Black man kills a Black woman, it's homicide. If your vocabulary is lacking, I'll help you. So anyway, if you were to consider 100 Black men in this scenario, if you were to consider 100 Black men, then I promise you, less than five of them will ever marry a Black woman. So even if you want to talk about
you mean marry or kill?
I'm sorry, would kill a Black woman. Okay. So if you want to start talking about disproportionate rates,
4 out of 100 sounds really fucked up. 1 out of 25 Black men kill their wife. Is that true?
It's not. I don't even think that's the number. I think it's significantly less than that. What I'm saying, all I'm doing is just making sure that I'm safe by saying less than 5 of them. So then the fact of the matter is, it's incredibly. It's okay. Good. Show me the numbers. Show me the numbers.
Black.
Okay. All right. What I'm going to accept from you right now is the numbers. Show me the numbers.
Wait a minute.
Show me the numbers.
She doesn't show no numbers. She doesn't come in with any dang
Steven, if I send it to you, can you like white explain it to him?
No, wait, stop. Can you just?
So that's my thing. Is why is that like that? Like I said, when I look at this again, I'm like, she was able to do everything. She was able to call Fanatic Baldy, sit up here and say that he's too dumb to understand what she's talking, so she needs a white man to explain it and say white splain. And we end up having fun with that. She's calling Auntie. She talked about Auntie's parents, you know, being biracial, even though you know she's from a biracial family as well. So it's like the whole thing with her is amazing that she gets to play these rules, but you can't do that back to her, dude. I swear.
Can you just wait? Stop. Can you?
I'm not even going to qualify that.
Stop.
You're going to say it, Anna. You got the numbers. Say the numbers out loud.
Yeah, I am. Hold on. I am not Anna. I am not your Uncle Todd. Okay, I'm not going to be your token white guy. You need to explain it in your best words.
Absolutely. What are the numbers?
Go.
As a matter of fact,
most domestic violence interracial anyway. It's the same.
Wait, let Anna talk.
Problem.
What are the numbers, Anna?
Wait a minute. So, based on the numbers, okay, in 2020, 1,800.
No, she calls me she starts calling me a mammy when I just unload on her. That's when she calls me a mammy. I'm a fast forward to that part. Hold on, not to that part. Let me see. Where did? I think right here, probably.
It's an important one, so I just can't leave it. But you guys are fucking brain dead when it comes to conversation. So just shut the fuck up, breathe, and if you can't listen critically, then just take another pause moment to actually see if you've been thinking about what the other person's been saying, instead of just repeating what other people have already said. Now, I'm going to go to Tree because she's been patiently waiting, but I would appreciate, Annalisa, if you just listen, because I literally verbatim said it is a problem, but you do not believe that it's disproportionately true that black men are killing women. I'm sorry, you don't believe that they're overwhelmingly doing it, but you think it's a problem in the community. Now, Tree, go ahead.
Destiny, please play that video.
And do it after.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Go. Tree.
Please don't take your time with the
I just want to ask two questions. And these are not gotcha questions. These are not attacking.
Yeah. Now I'm like, what I'm doing now is I'm like, I need to see if she's bad faith before I know what to do. Because if she's actually sincere and she coming in good faith, I was going to not come after her towards the end. But I was going to see, you know, has she changed? Did she still hate black men? Was there still a vendetta against black men because of what her personal experience is? And if I was going to come humble, and I did, but once I got my answers, actually, you know, I was like, okay, I know what I was going to do right now. So these are two good questions I ask, because this is something you guys can do if you want to see if somebody's coming to you in good faith.
You questions.
Oh, no.
Actually, I want us to, as a black woman to another black woman, I just want us to come to some common ground. So I just want to ask two questions to see if you're biased or am I biased. So, and this is easy question. The first question is, are you able to compliment black men on three things that they're really good at or good qualities that they have?
Yeah. Oh, right. Are you saying right now in this moment? Yeah. For
Yes.
Sure. Do you want me to do it? What is this? Is this a litmus? Is this
Yes.
a litmus test? Okay, sure.
No.
Abba.
I mean, I am the best man in here. So
You're getting a compliment right now. Let's go.
No, I'm the best one here. Go for it, girlfriend.
Okay, Abba.
Ooh.
I think that you are extremely intelligent.
No, black men in general. Not a black man.
You can't.
Oh.
Right.
Sorry, no compliments. No compliments for you.
Generalizations about a race? Weird.
I mean, even though she thinks she abort me, I mean, she
Is
can
this woman interacting? Every time she fucking talks, she's some stupid shit come out of her fucking mouth. I'm talking to Anna, not your ass.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anna,
Yes.
I'm asking to generalize men, black men, not one individual man.
Oh.
Can you compliment three things generalizing black men?
So you're asking me if I can say that black men, generally speaking, are good at something, or
yes,
or right? Okay.
Just give them three compliments. Yes.
Listen to this.
Okay, they're
she
very.
Don't go to ABBA.
I mean, in terms of how attractive black men are, that counts, right?
Oh,
yeah.
She already went to ABBA. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to go turn on my little furnace. I'm sorry. So she already went to. So listen to the 3 compliments she gives to black men. Sorry.
In terms of how attractive black men are, that counts, right?
Yeah, you did
That
right.
counts.
You want to be cute? Come on, say it.
Yeah, that counts. Okay. So attractiveness. Okay, that's one.
What else? I think that. Ooh. I think that. Oh, here we go. I got it. I think that they're incredible athletes. Their ability to athleticism.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Nice one.
Hold on, wait. Let me finish. You asked me a question.
Yeah, just anything that's not good for a plantation.
I'm not interrupting you. They're interrupting you. I'm giving you some respect, so I just want you to know that.
I think that they are incredible athletes. Not that they own their athleticism, but they are good athletes, and I think that they can dance, and I think that their musical capacity or their inclination towards anything musical or creative.
Come on, stop.
And that is the bar's none. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what's really crazy about
let me just shimmy real quick. Go ahead.
Wait. Hold on. Before let me go over her points, guys. Hold on a second.
Yes.
So attractiveness, athletic abilities, and creative musically.
Yeah, artistically, that music, dance,
Okay.
Dang, that's crazy because I'm a musician.
No,
I'm crazy attractive, and I'm athletic. My stroke game is ridiculous. But I will say that.
Wait, what are we doing? Whoa, wait. What are we doing? Chill.
I was just saying that I qualify for all the things that she pointed out. But my point is,
you don't, Fanatic.
Absolutely. What are you talking about? But
I'm just trolling. Let Tree finish. No, let Tree finish, guys. You guys interrupted.
Yeah,
Tree.
let her finish.
I got you. Go ahead, Tree.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, now here's my last question. Can you criticize black women in general? 3 things. Can you criticize black women on 3 things in general? Black women in general. Can you give 3 criticisms?
In general, black women, their self-esteem and their sense of value is fucking way too low, considering how fucking amazing they are.
Black women self-esteem are too low, considering how awesome they are. So that's a backhand compliment. She's supposed to be criticizing them. So she criticized them and then lift them up. You guys, the lowest self-esteem is so low, but you're so awesome. You're so awesome. That is not a criticism. You see this? So this is when I realized she was biased. First of all, the 3 things that she complimented black men, that was just like something that Nick Fuentes would say, okay? You are good athletes. You can know how to dance and you're attractive. Really? But when it comes to black women, the black women low self-esteem. They got low self-esteem because they're so fucking awesome, dudes. They're so awesome.
But it's in the depths of hell. I think that black women, I think that black women undervalue themselves, and that's a huge problem. Okay. And I think that black women are race loyal to their fucking detriment, and they always have been. And if they continue to be permanent underclass, here we come.
Okay, so hey, I want to point out really quickly.
Wait, Tree. Is Tree done? Was that all you wanted, Tree? Are you?
Yeah, she got it.
What was the third?
Okay.
No, I did not. Fanatic, don't answer for me, nigga. You ain't my goddamn master. Anna, what was the three things for black women was self-esteem, they're loyal to their race. I'm sorry, I didn't get the third one.
Their sense of value. They're valuing themselves. They undervalue themselves.
That's self-esteem.
They undervalue themselves. Okay.
I guess you could say that maybe those are intrinsically linked. Yeah.
All right, so we'll go with those 2. But my point is, I wanted to say.
Wait, let Tree.
Thank you. I just wanted to say something really quickly.
And I have nothing else to say. I'm thank you for participating in that. And now I'm going to meet you where you are. So and by the way, I will no longer, as of now, be I will not be combative. I'm just going to if I can't get in, I'll just be quiet and just wait my turn. Thank you.
But Tree, I just want to point out, first off, listen, I never ran from a debate with you.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, no. Wait, settle your shit later. We're not doing this right here.
You pay my money, and you didn't pay me my money. You owe me money, pay me my money. Now, to Anna.
Chill, hold on.
That was all.
Okay.
That was all. Anna, so now the thing is, I find...
Let me explain to you this whole money thing between me and Fanatic. I sent a DM to Fanatic saying, hey, Fanatic, let's have a debate. And I think it was going to be on race relations or something like that. And he sent me a DM saying, I'm available now. I was like, no, I don't have time now. But then he said, do you have time to do? I asked, can we talk about what we're going to debate about and just have a conversation? So he was recording. I knew he was recording. This is not something he was doing on the down low. So I knew he was recording everything. And we got into a back and forth. And in reference to racism, I think he said there's never been a racist situation with a white man. I showed him a link that a white guy is now filing a lawsuit against a company because he was fired for just being white. He said that doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, when you're on Discord, you can barely hear what the other person said. And anyway, him and I had, he said something and I said he didn't say it. And he said, I'll bet you $50 I said it. And I said, I accept that $50 bet. When he played the recording back to me, he did in fact say it. So I did lose the bet, even though on my end, it did not come through because it's Discord. But it doesn't matter. And I said, so, okay, that's fine. And so I said, so when are we going to do the debate? And Fanatic said, until you pay me my money, there is no debate. And I said, nigga, you going to use $50 to dodge me in a debate? And so that's where this is coming from. So it's like, and the reason why I find it funny is because Fanatic got money. Fanatic lives in a very nice, posh, white neighborhood, okay? Fanatic ain't hurting for no money whatsoever. I was like, you using a $50 bet that, I owe. Don't get me wrong. But when you use that to say you're not going to debate me, that's a compliment as far as I'm concerned. So that's the reason why I was like, dude, I don't owe you no money. Debate me. Let's do a debate. Why are you running away from a debate?
I find it really funny because the things that you just listed actually fit exactly within the scope of what I was talking about earlier regarding the interracial marriage thing. You see, when you say one,
exactly,
black men are particularly attractive, right? True. Then obviously that's going to raise them up in the social and sexual marketplace, right? Like as far as when it comes to the dating, right? Now, when you say that black women have lower self-esteem and things like that, you obviously know that energy can be projected in that way, and that part of that lower self-esteem comes from like the way that the system attacks the image of black women. They are constantly being masculinized and things like that. So obviously, I'm never attacking black women all my entire time.
Actually, that's true. He may run away from me from a debate, but he has not attacked black women. That's true.
I don't care if you think, sure, I know, I got you, sure. Maybe you think it's only black men doing it, and it's crazy to me because obviously black women are doing it as well. And still the vast majority, it's crazy to me that you would think that the vast majority of black men are somehow demonizing the image of black women, yet the vast majority of black men are willing to marry black women. The vast majority of black men primarily date black women. So the idea that some kind of way that the most of this demonization is coming from black men is absurd. Yeah. However, what we do see is obviously negative representations within the media that are happening on a common basis. So it seems to me that those things, all of the things, it seems to me, let him speak. Absolutely, you're going to. It seems to me that all of the things that you listed perfectly fit. So that's the reason why. And I, for one, very much, I am very much one that has always fought for rectifying those problems. And I do believe that is something that starts with black men. I think black men should make sure that we do everything in our power to signal boost the beauty of black women, as I have done. Destiny and I have had really, really toxic conversations surrounding my ideas that I'm specifically only interested in dating black women and making sure that the black love is instilled within myself and my family. Fortunately, I found a partner who agrees with me in the exact same way. And so the fact of the matter is, I do agree with you that this problem can be fixed partially by black men, but I also think that the problem largely comes from outside within media representation.
Okay, all right. So Anna, go ahead. I got you. Go ahead.
Let me respond. So here we go. Not that we didn't hear this yesterday. Not that I didn't already. We did this song and dance already. Let's do it again because you're good at it.
Okay.
So you said that a lot of it's coming from sort of like this insidious, like nefarious, the system and whitey. Look at that.
Here we go on a damn
Do black
long
men
rant.
own media, and to the extent that they do own any media outlets or in any capacity, do they negatively contribute to the image of black women?
I would say some of them do, sure.
No, this is not. There's no ambiguity in this answer. It's a yes or a no.
So I'm sorry. There's no ambiguity. So I'm sure. Are you saying? Are you asking me? Do all black men do this, or do all black men not?
I'm asking if the media that is owned, media outlets that are owned by fucking black men, do they negatively portray black women? Yes or no?
Sometimes, somewhat.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so let me give you an example.
Okay,
So,
a lot of this is so irrelevant. Who gives a shit? It's not that many black men that own medias who makes a fucking difference, dude. Hold on a second.
Misogynistic and demonizing, right?
And I kind of knew that you were going to do this, so I'm done talking to you because you're dishonest, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I'll just ask Abba. At least you can be honest.
Yeah, I got you, Queen. Go for it. What's your question?
That's fine. Okay. He said that black men, they love black women. They're married. So the problem that I have with everything that he said is, if everything that he is saying is true, why are black men dating out at the highest clip? Does anybody know?
Yeah, I already answered that question. He
actually did answer that question. So
they're divorced.
Let her go.
She rants a lot.
These women, you cannot then tell me that let me finish.
Stop. Wait, the second.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
I know. As soon as she stops talking, I'm gonna start talking.
Please let him finish.
Whatever the initial relation cause, please. It makes sense if that
almost there, guys.
Seems like
we've been waiting for like an hour.
Abba.
I know, but this is the last thing I'm gonna say.
It's the last thing, Abba.
Say your last thing.
So, in summation, Baldy.
Stop.
So you see, she keeps going to the ad hominems, and you can't do that to her, though. You can't do that to her, so she keeps referring to Fanatic as Baldy.
Don't do that. Go ahead.
That's okay. I'm bald. I don't. That might be a problem.
I don't have a brain.
Yo, Anna, you gotta own this though. Yesterday you were mad at me because I was using the word whale, and you just throwing out Baldy and burnt all the time.
Yeah,
that's wild.
I'm done. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
So in summation, okay, in conclusion, and I want everybody listening to pay attention, okay? Sexual marketplace or sexual marketplace value good. So black men, you're good in the sexual marketplace, but terrible at relationships. Got it. Heard you. Let's move on.
Okay, good. Hold on. No. Stop. Abba, you're not Abba. You're not about to let her end on a straw man on my point. That's not gonna happen.
You're gonna go back and forth forever.
No, I got you. But mine has always been substantive. Mine has been substantive, and I'm not gonna be that person. I got you. Just hold on. Chill 1 second, Abba. So look, I got you.
No.
Don't tell me no after she's doing a straw man. After you're cutting me off, and she's going longer than me. I'm gonna finish this point. Look, what I'm saying is, ultimately, it's not about. I got you.
And I just think it's so unfortunate that we're having this conversation on these serious issues, and you guys don't know how to act on panels.
She doesn't know how to act.
And so we got
it's her.
And for some reason, two of them just can't stop cutting other people off the internet.
I haven't been cutting off everybody. That's a mischaracterization, but I'll go ahead and highlight it.
Perception, but you guys are not improving it in this outing.
Okay, I'll go ahead and highlight it. So that's not what happened.
Patiently waiting because it's the right
I got you. So you're gonna let her in with the straw man of my point.
Who cares? Honestly, you guys have been repeating the same points for like 10 minutes. Nobody cares.
That hasn't been what's happening.
Yes.
It kind of has been, yeah.
That is what's happening.
It has been for that. Okay.
Only when I'm getting cut off nonstop, so I don't even get to finish a point.
Oh, okay, all right.
You made that point already, Baldy.
Okay.
So once again, I want y'all to show how they let her get away with that shit. So that's why I'm like, I'm the bad. Well, of course they couldn't make me the bad guy because it's like she already was told already. Stop calling him Baldy. Stop calling him names. You don't like when people call you names. Now this bitch calls people names, but that don't affect me. Calling me names don't hurt me. I know the truth hurts your ass. That's what hurts her.
Name calling, please.
All right, listen. I'm gonna go ahead and check on that anyway. This is why I hate panels in the first place. But what I will say on my exit, I got you. What I'm gonna say on my exit, I know. Oh my God, let it go. Let me finish on my exit. So what I will say, number one, absolutely. What you will do, if you want that conversation that you said that you want a tree of logic, give me my money. You owe me. I'll go ahead and put up the video.
I know,
promise
black
that you would
men-
pay, so you need to go ahead and pay that. Number one. Number two. You do. You agreed to it. I got you. Give me my money. Number two. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just mute you.
Because you must sit up here and lie.
Okay, you owe me. You owe me money, and you know it. You made a bet. You were proven wrong. You owe me money. I never ran from a debate with nobody. You just are irrelevant. Secondly,
wait, hold on.
all right, so Tree can't live. You don't mute him. All right,
Chill. Stop. Hold on. Stop. No. Hold on. Wait. Real talk. I am not. Stop.
Nigga, this ain't the fuck you think this is.
No. Chill, all of you. Hold on. I'm muting Fanatic and Tree for 1 second. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm unmuting.
By the way, I'm not mad. I was like, listen, if she can fucking rant and go unhinged, I'm going to do this fucking same thing. So that's what people were like, do you really owe, did you take some money from Fanatic? I said, no, we made a bet. I lost the bet, but I'm like, he's using the bet to avoid debating me, and I'm not letting him get away with that shit. So there is that. That's what the whole thing is all about. I'm like, you're really scared to debate me, and you're using a bet to prevent me to get out of debating me. So that's what that is.
Both of you, okay? Please. I do not want to have a panel of 6 black people talking about important black issues, screaming at each other about how they owe each other money, okay? We're not doing this. We're not doing this right now, okay?
Good point.
All right?
And then lastly, what I will say. It seems like what I've encountered within the divestor community.
Wait, why are you doing it? I thought we were done. I thought you were leaving.
I said I'm leaving. I wanted to give my. I had 2
You're
points.
not leaving. You're giving a fucking diatribe right now.
Yeah, you're right. I'm exiting with 2 points, and I'm gonna finish the last point.
I'm putting on a timer.
I got you. I'll give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and I'll be done. All right, sure. You can tell me. Yeah, you're right, Al, but you're chatting. You tell me how long I got. So anyway, the other point is what I'm seeing, what it seems like I'm encountering when it comes to the divestor community. It seems like there's a bunch of grudges and things like that, and internalized hatred, right? And it's something.
Let him finish, Anna.
I'm gonna have to just mute her so that for my own soundbite, so I can have that. All right. So what it seems like, to me, is very
but
frequently,
in a way, it is about you being hurt, though. I mean, I know you yelling it, trying to like meme. But you are hurt. You're fucked up. Okay? And if you don't admit that, like, what the fuck? You gotta admit that that's the reason your baby, your child's father, okay, based upon listening to him crying in the background, I'm gonna have to say he's a toddler. You are angry. He hurt you because you have to raise that child by yourself. So yeah, you are hurt. You're angry at black men. And maybe white men. I don't know.
This internalized racism or internalized self-hatred, it seems to be really prevalent within that community. That's something that I personally battled with. It was a very, very difficult thing for me to encounter and recognize how much I had been convinced into the belief that white women were superior, or not superior, but white women were like heavily whatever, and so on and so forth. And I had been demonizing the image of black women, and I feel like that's
and her father,
the way the media represents us and things like that. So with that being said,
this is me snoring.
With that being said, I think that very frequently, when you start hearing about like the problems that have led to it, I'm gonna mute her too. When you start looking at
who's doing this?
Yeah. When you start looking at the problems that like actually like for her, I'm not sure if any of these things are true, but what I've heard is specifically about like single motherhood and things like that, and how that typically leads to a lesser community. So it seems like the same way Justin Peterson looks at his personal bruises and then projects that onto everybody else. That's what you're doing, Anna. I wish you could have some decency and have a real conversation. We'd probably be in a better place. But good luck to you. I hope you actually find your king. Okay.
She can't find a king. Ain't no king. No. Let me just say this. This whole find a king, kings don't marry no peasants. She's a peasant. Why the hell? Why would a king? And the people and probably the white guy who was marrying her, he wasn't no king either. Y'all gotta understand, people kind of like, there's a vibration where you attract a person where you're on their level or something.
I'm seeing that there's still an extremely high divorce rate for black
Anna, why are you acting like
men.
you're just baby just screaming stuff? Just stop. Jesus fuck.
She can't shut up.
I have
realize
another
that I've
question
resigned
for you.
myself already to this conversation. You think this is? I am taking
Okay, then just mute yourself. Stop talking then. Why are you just interrupting everybody else's talking?
I'm gonna keep talking because this is a fucking joke.
Anna,
You're a grown ass woman yelling over people on a conversation you're saying you're resigning yourself from. You're acting like a toddler. Stop.
That's what toddlers do.
Yeah, black men truly can't handle themselves. Anna's showing us that.
Abba, can I ask another question in reference to? Okay, so
Yes,
Anna,
go
I'm
ahead.
coming to you, good faith. So I'm coming to you, good faith. Okay, so here's a question. So I want to come to a compromise here, right? So if you agree that black men have the highest divorce rate, no matter who they marry, and then we understand based on statistics that white women have more successful rate with outsider races, why not just try to get black women to date other races and not be so loyal to men, according to you, that don't want them?
You know why I can't do that? You know why it's difficult to do?
Tell
I'll
us.
tell you why. Because
Why?
of
I'm
black
sorry, I was
women
going
like you who come on here and say black women, you're choosing these men.
It's
black
my
women.
fault.
You're having these children black. That's
It's my
why
fault.
It's so difficult.
But
so
that's
if
where's the
problem
lie?
Hold on, wait. I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to answer your question.
Christ.
Because even if I can say, hey, black women, that is the solution, you still have an overwhelming majority of black men and women who are saying you are the reason that this is happening to you, rather than putting the responsibility at the feet of black men where it truly needs
No,
to
it doesn't need to be
That
there.
is the reason
No,
that
it
black
doesn't.
women simply will not date outside their race, because the problem is them. What do women do, generally speaking? They internalize. Okay, I'm the problem. I need to get my education.
They don't do it.
Let me make money.
Black women, hold on. Black women, for the most part, don't internalize and go, I'm the problem. I've never heard that shit, Harley, ever. Well, I say it, and my friends say it. Let me stop being hyperbolic. But this bitch don't never say she's the problem. I've never heard that shit. So she's talking about black women, and Cynthia G ain't never say that she's the problem. And I never hear any of these women say, you know what, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
Women are going to try to better themselves and do what they need to do.
Wrong.
Because if the problem is them, then that's the solution in the minds of most people, right? If I'm the problem, I need to do the work. Because of people like you coming up here and with those sentiments, that is the reason
She's
that
so angry.
me saying to black women, don't date these bandits, don't date these men who are good at pipe but fucking terrible husbands, because that's the reason. Do you understand?
Hey.
Okay, hold on, let me know when I can enter my rebuttal.
After you acknowledge that we're good at pipe, you can go for it.
Oh my.
Okay. So here's the deal. I hold myself accountable
Oh, here
for
it come, here it come.
all the decisions that I make.
It's about to come. It's about to come. Not now, but it's about to come after this. Because when she says women like you one last time, I've had enough of it. And that's when I unleash. So here we go. We're at the grand finale, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on a second. We're at the grand finale. Let me rewind this. Okay. Now we're at the grand finale.
I hold myself accountable for all the decisions that I make. I don't blame the white man, I don't blame Jews, and I don't blame black men. Okay, I made the decisions, all right? So if I consider myself responsible for all the actions I make, I want the best in other people. So what I expect for myself, I expect for other women, especially black women. So I'm never going to let black women get away from being accountable. Second of all, you deflected away of me saying, why not just get black women to choose other races? You went and said, well, because of women like me convincing them that it's their fault. What that has to do with them saying, hey, maybe I can find the same characteristics, the same thing I like that I normally like in black men, I can find in white men. Because if you just say, well, white men are into what black men are into, honey, there's a lot of wiggers out there, so that's not true. And you can also find some Puerto Ricans. You can also find some Asians. You can find a lot of other races of men who would love this. And one last point. Well, I'm not going to stack. Go ahead and address that, and then I want to make my last point. Go on this whole thing. Go ahead.
So what you're saying, why don't you just convince black women that other groups of men, other races of men have these characteristics? Again, If black men if they're not being held responsible and they are not being accountable, then they're not the ones who have bad characteristics. It's the black women choosing them. Because are you like missing what I'm saying? Here's the thing about accountability. When people say, I will always hold black women's feet to the fire to make sure that they're being accountable. If black women are getting educated way more than black men, you don't think that education and what we know about the implications in socioeconomics, you don't think that's accountability? You don't think that these black men are deserting their children and the families and the communities, and these women who also have the choice to leave are taking care of these kids and doing the best that they can? You don't think that's accountability? That is the definition of accountability. They're staying, they're raising them, they're in the communities. The ones who leave, they don't even know how to spell accountability. So we need to get away from the idea. We need to get away from the idea that it's black women black women have been holding their feet to the fire for millennia. They've been holding up these communities forever. They've been raising children on their own forever. That is the reason. It's people like you and bandits like Baldwin.
There we go. When she said people like you, this is when I get mad.
Who come up here and say, no. You're picking them. You're laying with them. Something must be wrong with you. You need to choose better. That is the reason. Do you not understand?
Now I'm mad.
Okay. No, you don't understand, because the fact is I interrupted you. I didn't interrupt you.
Let Trey go. Let Trey go.
Okay. Now, here's the deal. Let me just show the audience the difference between me and you. Because I hold myself accountable, I hold other people accountable, including black women, okay? You don't hold yourself accountable. That's why you blame black man, because the black man who fucked you up and left you with your child didn't basically do you right. And that's why your ass is not basically holding accountable for the fucking man you chose to fucking have a baby by, and you a single mother because of it. So your anger is basically diverted to everybody because you're mad at the black man because you didn't choose the black man. That's what that is. You're just reflecting.
That's unfair. It's unfair because you don't know her circumstances.
Okay, yeah.
So let's just bring it.
Come full fucking circle. It's bitches like you.
She want to attack me. I can attack her back. Black women like you. Black women like you.
All right.
It's mammies like you. You can be these niggas mammies. I will not be.
Baby, but guess what? I'm a married mammy.
Wait, hold on. I gotta, hold on. I'm bringing in control. Okay, hold on. Anna and Tree, let's just, hold on.
So he mute when I said, hey, guess what? I'm a married mammy. See, here's the deal. Call me a mammy all you want to, bitch, but I ain't got no bastard kids, okay? I ain't the one who angry at another race of men, all right? I'm not over here who's just basically wanted this, just destroy all men and go attack all men. I love men, okay? I love women too. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. But you gonna sit up here and listen, and nothing I said was a fucking lie. Nothing I said was a lie. I'm like, you know what? So look, once again, I get muted. We are muted. He muted me because I was beating that ass. It's okay. By the way, like I said, I'm not mad at Destiny muting me, right? It's a compliment. It's showing me that I come in here with so much fire, with so much fucking fury, that he has to mute me to fucking lower my power level. Because I was basically coming after that bitch with all fucking guns blazing, baby.
So sorry. I know you're both probably screaming right now. Hold on. Let's just deep breath, okay? I hate muting people because I'm not trying to be like your dads or anything. Okay, I'm unmuting both of you. Let's just turn it down on that.
He muted because the two times he muted, it was because I got involved. Let's be clear. I have a more stronger presence than anybody on there. I'm just suppressing it. But Destiny saw when I was about to let it loose that shit's about to get wild. Cause yeah, everything I said was true. And I think Abba didn't know that I knew about her personal life. So that's why he was like, well, you don't know about her. I do know about that bitch personal life. That's why I said it. So I'm like, and listen, when I hit a nerve, that's when you call me a bitch. When I hit a nerve, that's when she called me a mammy. Did you see what I'm saying? Before then, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't a bitch, I wasn't a mammy, but as soon as I fucking got there, hit the right button, the truth button, I'm all bitches and mammies now.
Personal
Silencing
attacks.
black
okay.
women.
Stop. No, just like chill. Because if we get like personal, it's just gonna get really ugly, and then everybody looks bad. Nobody comes away feeling good from the conversation.
Right, but Destiny, did I get personal with her?
Yes, you did.
No, she did first. Tree. Don't do it.
You did. You basically.
What did I say?
Hold on. You basically said that she was some kind of man.
Basically, what did I actually fucking say?
You called her a mammy.
It's disrespecting me. Are you fucking off? What's wrong with you?
Hold on.
And then you was like, it's women like you who are coming in here defending black men. What you mean by women like me? You're gonna call me a goddamn mammy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that is true. Okay, hold on. That is true. Anna, you did kind of call her mammy. That is true.
I called her mammy after she assumed that some nigga broke my fucking heart and I'm a single mom. Bitch, kill yourself. You don't know my
Okay.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Where's the fucking lie? See, I got you now because you're really mad. Whenever you try to tell me to kill myself, I got you. Your feelings hurt. She got my heart. She got me.
Yo, Steven, I'm bringing Luke your job.
I don't know if that's a.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I'm kidding.
You want to sit up here and say it's women like me who want to sit here and talk this shit about fucking goddamn not holding goddamn men accountable. I'm sure it's women like you who fucking goddamn assault you. But you want to sit up here and hold all black men.
Okay, hold on. Everybody is gonna take a break. Okay, we're just gonna chill.
And muted me again. I didn't know about the third time. And muted me again. And muted us again. And see, she can go. Listen, she can go off on these guys, right? She can go off on Straighter Raid, and Straighter Raid is kind of like she has a very mild temperament. Straighter Raid doesn't really go yelling, but boy, when I get dirty with her, mute, he mutes. Third time, I forgot about the third time. This is the third time he muting us.
I need y'all to let a king speak for a little bit. I know you guys have been going at it, and that's dope.
Wow, silencing women.
I know, but the king, that's what his job is.
No, let's just chill, okay? Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna...
I don't think you can come back.
What? No, hold on. We can do this. Okay, hold on. I got 30 minutes, and then I gotta talk to a boring old Australian professor, okay? So we need to ease into that conference. We need to slow down here. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, okay? I'm gonna unmute both of you, and I'm gonna ask Tree a couple questions, then I'm gonna ask Anna a couple questions, and then we'll see what we can do from there, okay? I'm unmuting both of you because I don't want to keep one of you muted like you're on timeout because you guys are both adults, and I know that both of you are capable of being chill, calm, or
she ain't capable.
Play the video. I have to go. I can't engage anymore. Can you just play the video?
Okay, I'm not gonna hold on. I'm not stopping the conversation to play fucking video when there are 9 people here that have things they want to input on. Okay, we can watch the video later.
But it has to do with the conversation. It's 3 minutes long. It's not.
I understand, Anna. I don't need.
So once again, like I want you to understand what's happening. She understand I got her. She understand I know all about her past. She understand I know who she is. So now she's like, let's go play the video. And then eventually she leaves, but she comes back and blames Steven. She doesn't address me anymore because she knows I will come for her ass and I will get down and dirty with her, just like she been getting down and dirty with everybody else.
To watch a video you've watched when you can just tell me what's in the video though, right now, right? For this conversation. Okay. Well, I'll watch it later on stream. But this is not
about what I know. I know what I know.
I want to watch it.
Okay, we will. Okay, and
earlier as well.
I don't care. Lab does not run my stream. You can watch it on her stream. Okay, but I just right now we're having a conversation. I don't want to pause it.
Okay, well I can engage. I'm not
you
done.
can engage. You are not done. You can engage. I know you can do this. Okay.
No, you can. I'll engage, but you need to play the video because that is this argument.
Okay,
no,
let's just. Okay,
this is man stream.
Wait, chill. I got it. Okay, Massa Tree, please let me handle this one. Okay, I got this. Thank you. Got us. Okay, Anna. Okay, in a few words, Anna. It seems like can there not be a meeting of the minds in the middle where Tree agrees that there are problems with black men, but Tree is saying that like you're saying it's stupid for black men to ask white people for help. Tree's saying it's stupid for black women to ask black men to just be better. So insofar as we can criticize black men, and when I say we, I mean the black female community, whatever, and I'm Destiny, so I can say that, right? Insofar as we can criticize, insofar as wait, children, let me finish. We can criticize black men, that's fine, and I bet Tree would be right there with you. I'm sure she would, because I bet she's had her own experiences. She would also say black women also have the ability, if they can take care of kids, if they can go to school, if they can rise above and outperform the system, they can also make better choices, literally just that, when it comes to who they let sleep with them. Is that not like, can you guys not meet on that area and have some agreement, or?
Hey, first of all, you're lying. She didn't say one thing about black men.
Hold on, wait, let me stop you right there. Hold on, I haven't talked for an hour, okay? Tree, if I ask you, do you think that black men could do better in general?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you do agree. Okay, so Tree said that, Anna, so I'm coming back to you. Tree does think that black men could do better. Okay, so go ahead.
Dynamite. That's dynamite.
Sure. Well, but she's not going to come in here saying, I think black men could do better, when her main contention is with you shitting on all black men.
Right. I don't care. Like, you don't exist in my world. You can't have contention with me.
No. Hold on. Wait. Let's be clear. Let's be clear for a moment. You're in my world right now, okay? So that's the world that I exist in. That's the world that you're a part of, and that's what Tree's a part of, and that's what everyone listening.
I'm not going to engage. So you can boot me out. I'm not going to engage.
I don't want to boot you out, and I want you do want to engage because you're here talking. Obviously, you want to engage, right?
See, her feelings are hurt.
I'm not here to play video. It's not fucking nap time, okay? I'm not here for you to tell me what video I need to play on my stream, okay? It's not a kindergarten classroom, okay? I'm just asking.
No. I think Anna should go. I think she needs a break because honestly, this productive conversation hasn't been productive for her, and she's not used to these spaces. It's not abnormal. She
ain't used to somebody fighting back on her level.
And then you can have another conversation with her when things calm down. But right now, she's been badgered by a bunch of people. It's been going on for hours. It's not going to all of a sudden turn around.
Sure, I'm not asking for it to turn around. I'm just saying if there could be just everybody understands each other, that we can have some kind of casual meeting. If you don't want to finish the convo now, if you want to leave, it doesn't sound like she's saying I'm genuinely checked out. It sounds like she's just throwing a temper tantrum and saying fuck this. But if you genuinely want to back out or whatever, that's fine. You can do that. But okay, Tree, I'll ask you.
Did you say I'm throwing a temper tantrum?
Yes, I said temper tantrum. Yes, that's what I said. That's what I said. Okay, Tree. You agree that? Well, you already agreed. I feel like everyone in here agrees, broadly speaking. Goodbye, Anna.
She leaves.
Yeah. How was that, Tree? Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh God.
Thank fucking God.
I gotta explain something. Here's the deal. My point. I wanted to say this.
Yeah.
When you sit up here and say this woman, she has the. I mean, the thing about it is that. I want to show everybody that you are what you project. You are what you like. When I had a problem with Destiny being friends with somebody I didn't fucking like, right? That had nothing to do with him. It had everything to do with fucking me. It's always about you. It has nothing to do with the fuck everybody else. So if I'm sitting here saying fuck all black men, okay? Actually, here's something. I'll fucking goddamn snitch on myself. If I have a problem with the black community as a whole, and not say, well, I have a problem part with this black community. I have a fucking problem with myself growing up in the black community. Okay? So the thing about it is you have to be mature enough to look at yourself and say, yeah, you know what? Let me do some self-reflection. How much of this is basically projection and how much of this is really a genuine problem?
Sure, but Tree, you got to understand that when you're stepping inside her bubble and saying, actually, I'm going to invalidate every single thing you say and just say that you're mad because a black guy f***ed you over.
But you guys do that to me when it comes to being a police officer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys go, well, you can't really talk about this honestly because you used to be a cop. This is what I'm saying. I don't like the double standard. Y'all gonna use my police background against me when it comes to police shootings. No, you just pro police because you used to be a pig or you used to be a cop. But we can't use the reason why this bitch hates black men because of her fucking daddy, as well as the Pookie that basically left her with a child. We can't talk about that. Because that is very relevant. Just like my police background is relevant. This is the most unfair thing part. That's probably the only thing I didn't like was double standards. You can't use her background, but you can use mine, which is fine. I don't have no problem people using my police background against me. You could do it. I still got the arguments. I still got the statistical facts behind me. But the fact is I think it's unfair because you know how unhinged this woman is and how extremely biased she is when it comes to black men.
It's basically you're completely invalidating her entire perspective, right?
True.
When she attacks me and say that the only reason I am fucking goddamn agreeing with black men because I'm a pick me, then baby, I'm going to go lower. Facts.
Okay, if that's how you know what? No, that's how you interpret it. That's fair.
When you
but
start attacking me, yeah, when you start attacking me, baby, I'm good at that game. I'll come at your ass real quick, and that's why she bitched. That's why she fucking left. That's why she left, because I'm like, oh, if you want to fucking strike me, I will fucking strike you back, and you won't like it. That's why she's gone. Because once I hit you, your fucking ass is out. TKO, baby. You can't even fucking survive. She's gonna have to goddamn go to the hospital for that verbal ass whipping I just gave her.
Tree was probably the most charitable to her at different points when you asked her the questions about, like, okay, can you name 3 positive things about black men and 3 negative things?
I was trying to be nice to her.
Like, gloves came off.
I think
I was the most charitable. Let's be honest.
I think
can't deny that one.
The empath wants to talk. Empath, go ahead.
I think you were the most charitable. I think that you guys, like, really, like, that was so... First of all, she was on the offensive because it was, like, 5 of you against 1. I don't know how you think that that's
she
gonna
wasn't
turn out, like,
the
any other
victim
way.
here.
And she held her own like a fucking
Thank
boss.
you. She held her own. So stop talking about 5 against 1. Every time one of the 5 would talk, she would basically railroad and talk over them.
No, wrong. You need to learn this lab for your own self. You can't walk into environments and act entirely fucking hostile and then turn around like, I don't know why it's 1
Tell him to fucking shut up, Lav. He's talking. You shut the fuck up.
No, whoa, chill. Trey, I don't need you to tell anybody to shut the fuck up. This is my room. I'm okay. I don't need you to babysit me. Tree, listen, Tree, hold on. You might be, 2 feet taller than me, okay? But I don't need you to run my Discord. Thank you, okay?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, let the men talk, Tree. Let the men
stop!
Yes, okay, I will let the men
I brought the women on to end the misogyny, and now you guys have turned this into racist and misogynistic, okay?
That's what you get for being a traitor, Destiny. What you deserve.
I am pro-misogyny, actually. I'm off
No!
No, Trey, I want to ask you, how do you feel about white women?
No, you don't answer that question, please.
Okay, listen, I think we can stop it right there because I can tell you the rest of it. She comes back and she attacks Destiny. She doesn't attack me, and me and Ava start memeing about being called Mammy and Pappy. Actually, Ava started it. Ava was like Tree the Mammy and I'm the Pappy, and then we started like singing slave hymn, swing low, sweet chariot, and I like, and then when Steven said he had to go, I like, don't go, so don't go, master, please don't go, please. And it was like he was he was turning so red because I was like, look, when you call me a mammy, all bets are off. And it was a try. He ended up asking me again. He asked me how I feel about white women, and I ended up talking shit on a down low about Lab. I was like, I hate when white women try to tell me what to do and how to talk because they think I'm not articulate and all this other shit. So I made her, and I said, yeah, and then I know this one particular white woman that I just met. I don't like her. I even said that on there. Like one particular, he was like, well, I want you to know, how do you feel about white women? And that's why I'm like, there's one particular white woman on here I don't like. Where them white women at? Oh, hold on. I think Malcolm gave a donation. Hold on a second. Malcolm said she wants, hold on a second. Here you go. She wants to peace out now because you have her number. Yeah, exactly. He said she wants to peace out now because you have her number. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like this woman, that's what that is, dude. And she won't debate me. She runs away from a debate. And yeah, will you debate this woman? She won't. I know a lot of you all are new, so I'll say it again for the last time. For the last 2 weeks, we've been trying to get her to debate me. She says no. She has purposely selected Straighter Raid. That's the nice quiet young lady on here because she knows that Straighter Raid won't give her she won't fucking hand her ass to her like I did. I approached her in the Discord. She ran away. I had other people try to contact her. She said no. So I know you guys, like, I cannot make her debate me. I cannot make her debate me if she runs away from me. And I mean, literally runs from me. What do y'all expect me to do? Like, she literally runs from me. I approached her in the Discord. She ran away. She fucking logged off. So I cannot make no damn coward. I cannot make no coward debate me. And she want to debate other women that won't give her the smoke like I will. And that's just the facts. So yeah. So please listen. I'm not the one you need to ask for her to debate. You need to ask her, why does she keep running from a debate? That's what you need to ask her. You need to ask her, and of course she's going to say some shit like, I don't want to deal with that crazy bitch or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And she has every right because she fear me, and she should fear me. She should be very afraid of me. She should be very afraid of me because, like, I don't play that mess. So that's what happened. And so, yeah, this was just going to be reacting to that because I wanted to have this on my channel underneath all of this because, you know, she's going into her circles. And like I said, I remember her from, you know, coming into Jessica X's, I remember her coming into her platform. So that's why I know who she is. Someone said she was hate watching this stream. Oh, of course, I know she's hate watching. I know she hate watching. But guess what? I swear to God, if I'm ever available while she in that stream with Steven, it's going to be on and popping. And watch Steven go on mute. So I don't care. And the thing about it is she can hate watch. What's she gonna do? You talking to a woman who's running away. I'm the girl who left baby daddy. Manny. By the way, this debate flipped me into a fan of yours, Tree. Oh, that's nice, Ark. That's nice. Thank you. I think I'm going to do another reaction on Mr. Girl. But I cannot stay that long. I'm going to log off at the top of the hour because I got to get ready to go to the gym. So, yeah. Anna gonna get traumatized. No, she's not. She's gonna stay in her echo chamber. She's going to talk in the Discord, and if I come in there, she's just gonna run away. I'm not gonna keep chasing after somebody who keeps cowarding away. So there's that. I just can't do that. I can't do that. So there's that. So I'm so glad you guys came by. Please shit on Mr. Girl. Did you see, hold on. John, did you see that POS start to reform his rape story? So now he's like, you know, I was his most recent stream, I was at the gym, so I decided to listen to some of it. And he was like, you know, I realized that I misremembered because, you know, my memory is bad. And what it was that I asked her, then we did some foreplay. And then I asked her again and we did some foreplay. And then that's when we did. I was like, you lying? And I'm going to take, when I get a chance, I'm going to take that clip where he is where he's trying to revise the story so that it doesn't make him look so, you know, predatorial, you know? I was like, dude, and I was wondering, does anybody buy this stuff? Does anybody really buy that? Who in their right mind buys that story? And then, hold on, one last thing too. If y'all don't believe that Shaylin is just as bad as him, Shaylin is the type of woman that will actually befriend a child to bring to Mr. Girl to be abused. That's the type, and y'all better stop the way she act. I'm like, I'm glad she's acting that way because I'm so tired of y'all caping for that unhinged, mentally deranged woman. You mean to tell me you cannot sit up here and I don't understand how you all can't look at Shaylin and see how evil she is. How she is just as evil, well, close to being evil, as Mr. Girl. Mr. Girl is different. He's a coward, okay? But he is deranged, but she's deranged too. She's deranged too. So y'all stop thinking about, oh, we gotta save her. No. I'm telling you, if there are corpses of children in there underneath their house or in their backyard, she was the one that lured them for him to do that to them first. I would not trust him or her around kids. And she's also the kind of person I wouldn't be surprised if it would roofie a girl or whatever. Y'all stop thinking Shaylin is a good person. She's very wicked. She's evil, just as evil as Mr. Girl. And it's amazing that Mr. Girl is saying, I don't allow Shaylin in the videos, but then all of a sudden he allows Shaylin in the videos when most of the world is against him. Dude, I'm telling you, this whole thing. But I like going after Mr. Girl now that he done came after Steven. I'm like, now finally people have been seeing what look at my videos on this channel. I have been going after him when Steven and him were cool as hell. And I was like, I don't care if they cool. That man is bad. He is dangerous. And now, look, Tree of Logic was right. I was right again. But anyway, guys, I'm going to log off. Thank you so much for being here with me. Yeah, I'm going to go and we'll do a Mr. Girl one maybe next Saturday. If I can find some time to do it during the week, I could, but it's so hard. I can't. Because I'm busy Sunday through Friday. Unless I do it on a Friday afternoon, I could do that and then have my Saturdays with me. Something like that. We'll see. All right, guys. I got to go. Get ready for the gym. I will talk to you all. Hold on. I will... those of you who are on my political channel, I will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock on my political channel. Okay. So thanks for coming by. Mwah. Love ya. Mean it. And yeah, we'll probably do some more commentary videos coming in the future, or maybe just do some regular old individual videos. We'll see. This channel is kind of like growing. It's kind of like catching on. So a lot of you all like when I do non-political commentary. So there's that. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'll see you next time. Later, taters.